Before I was even born, I was already the strongest heavenly emperor in the entire realm. To make sure my parents didn't think I was some kind of glitch in the Matrix, I was planning to just chill and live like a normal person after being born. But the exact second my parents were about to name me, the sky literally broke, the Hongmeng Golden Ranking descended, and it outed me to the entire world while I was still in the womb. Talk about a privacy breach. The Golden Ranking updates its leaderboards every 3 years, and this time, it's ranking everyone by raw cultivation level. The higher the stats, the higher the rank. It only shows the top 100 gigachads in existence. If your name is on that list, you're walking away with insane loot drops. At this point, even the hidden basement-dwelling boomers can't hide their power levels anymore. The ranking exposed everyone. People were even trying to spawn camp the top players before they could fully level up. Spoiler, they didn't die. They actually leveled up even faster. By the time the Hongmeng Golden Ranking fully opened, they were all exposed. People were like, wait, that's Lu Mingyuan, the Taoist master? A literal blast of innate immortal chi dropped, and the second the 100th place player was revealed, the entire Xuanchen immortal realm started shaking. Like, hold up, rank 100 is already at the Saint King realm? How cracked are the people at the top supposed to be? This is absolute brain rot, but when you think about it, it kinda makes sense. The immortal realm is huge, and there are way too many OP players hiding in the shadows. Meanwhile, I'm over here at the Golden Core stage feeling down bad and jealous as hell. Looks like I've got zero riz when it comes to making the top 100 in this lifetime. The whole world was shook that the 100th place was only a Saint King. Most people haven't even heard of the Saint King realm, let alone reaching it in their miserable lives. But then you have these NPCs born with busted, holy bodies who basically speedrun to the King realm just by breathing. Meanwhile, in Zizhou, of the 3,000 great continents, some old geezer slowly opened his eyes, staring at the Golden Ranking like he'd seen a ghost. Innate immortal chi? No way. If the reward for 100th place is already this cracked, then I, Shui Wuxiang, am definitely about to collect even better loot, right? If I get my hands on that immortal chi, I'm definitely breaking through to the next level. The man was pure ego, he was a great emperor, and he knew he was him. Somewhere else, deep in a sect's secret room, a guy looking like a literal bag of bones woke up. After hearing the announcement from the Golden Ranking, he opened his eyes shocked. I, Lu Mingyuan, have been faking my death and grinding in isolation for years. How did this stupid Golden Ranking manage to expose me? The old man is straight up tweaking, looking at this Hongmeng gold board like, bro, where did this thing even come from? He's been out here faking his own death and hibernating for hundreds of years, camping in his sect's secret basement, just grinding his levels in silence, literally just trying to hit Sage tier before showing his face again. But nah, this gold board just exposed his whole location like it's nothing. But as soon as he saw the rewards, bro went from terrified to absolute euphoria. Innate immortal chi? That's S tier legendary loot right there, he thought. If I snag this, I'm hitting Sage tier for sure, no cap. And then, it's revenge time for that old geezer who did me dirty. Suddenly, rank 99 pops up on the screen. Sage King Realm. 2 whole streams of innate immortal chi. Everyone seeing the loot is like, wait, hold up. Same rank, but this guy gets double the juice? The chat is going wild. This is straight up rigged. I need some of that chi too. Give me a drop. If I had that, I'd be clearing the Tribulation Realm by tomorrow. How is the loot scaling so differently for the same rank? A single stream is a massive power-up. If I were Lu Mingyuan, I'd be malding so hard right now. Are the rewards just scaling up every time? What's the play? Rank 1 gets like 100 streams of chi. Rank 99 already has more than rank 100. It's pretty obvious the rewards are just getting crazier by the second. And at this rate, we're going to see some absolute broken tier artifacts as we didn't even know existed. The gold board is speedrunning these reveals, names flying past, but when rank 90 hit the screen, the whole server went silent. The name's Yiwunai, aka the Heaven-Piercing Demon Lord. Rank. Reward 10 streams of innate immortal chi plus an S-tier peerless artifact. It wasn't the loot that had everyone shook, it was the name and that cringeworthy title. The Heaven-Piercing Demon Lord? Bro, wasn't this guy supposed to be dead for like 3 centuries? Why is he popping up on the board? Do we even count dead guys now? Is the board bringing back the ghosts? Like, even if he's on the list, what's the point if he's already rotting in a grave? Bruh, use your brain. He's definitely not dead. He's been ghosting everyone this whole time. And now this gold board just dragged him out of hiding like an exposed fraud. Wait, is this actually legit? The Demon Lord slaughtered so many people back in the day. Half the Tai Prefecture has been hunting his L-taking self for centuries. Everyone thought he was long gone, but turns out he was just playing hide and seek. Everyone thought bro was dead and buried, but nah, he's actually alive and kicking. His ops are definitely about to crash out. And just like we all guessed, one of his main ops is the Holy Land of Taizhou. As soon as that name dropped, the sect master went absolute feral. You little piece of trash. This heaven-reaching demon king is actually still alive? I really thought he'd been turned into dust centuries ago. No wonder I've been hunting his bum for hundreds of years and found nothing. The sect master is hitting them with that max-level saint aura, and the elders around him are literally shivering in their boots. They know exactly why the boss is moving so mad right now. It's because this demon king wiped out the boss's whole family back in the day. Keep looking. Dig 3 feet under if you have to, find that demon king and drag him to me. I've been grinding for centuries to hit the saint level, and finally it's payback time. The sect master is screaming at the sky. He didn't even think he'd get a second shot at revenge. Honestly, he's gotta thank the Hongmeng Gold list for the heads up. If that list hadn't snitched, he would have stayed clueless forever. Meanwhile, the heaven-reaching Demon King is hiding out in a cave in Qingzhou, not far from Taizhou. After hearing the gold list's announcement, he's sweating bullets. Bro, I'm cooked. My cover is blown. This trashy list really outed me. I got a dip, I can't stay here anymore. The Demon King is looking absolutely horrified. He's been ghosting the world for hundreds of years, muttering to himself, thinking his plan was absolute genius, convinced his ops would never know he was breathing. But now that the gold list exposed him, they're definitely pulling up to his crib. My cultivation isn't even back to 100% yet. I can't handle a direct fade with these guys. Once I get my hands on this primordial immortal energy, I won't have to hide like a rat anymore. Because of this whole Demon King situation, everyone just realized a major problem. That Hongmeng Gold list is a total snitch, exposes literally everything. Doesn't matter if you faked your death or if you're using top-tier stealth hacks, it's all useless in front of that list. Right now, all these ancient hidden bosses and old heads who were sleeping are low-key panicking. This gold list is straight up trying to sabotage them. Meanwhile, our boy Li Xinglan is still chilling in his mom's womb, processing. They're tracking down people who faked their deaths? Damn, that's some next-level stalking. Even hiding in my mom's womb, there's no escaping these people. Guess I'm speedrunning to legend status before I've even taken my first breath. But hey, surely nobody's sus of a literal fetus, right? Rank 89, some guy named Suo Tianke in the Saint Venerable realm, and the reward is a literal strand of primordial violet chi? No cap, who's giving away god-tier loot like that? That is actually insane, the devs are tweaking. This Suo Tianke guy just hit the jackpot. He's already a Saint Venerable. One hit of this and he's basically glitching his way to peak Quasi-Emperor. Is it really that cracked? I've literally never even seen this primordial violet chi before. Same bro, that's literally normal. We're both broke. Wow, thanks for the absolute nothing burger of an answer. Stop trolling, let me break it down for you. This primordial violet chi isn't just a random item. Even a single strand is enough to break your limits and jump a whole cultivation stage. Even a peak Quasi-Emperor could use this to straight up evolve into an immortal emperor. Rank 89 is already flexing their loot. Everyone's losing their minds, and now the hype for the higher ranks is hitting different. People are out here debating who even made this primordial gold board. Giving away S-tier items like they're handing out candy? They're way too generous, it's actually suspicious. As the names keep dropping, I'm getting bored af. Whatever, shutting my brain off, time for a nap. Suddenly, I feel this massive wave of warmth, like straight-up spiritual energy wrapping around me and upgrading my stats. Oh, it's that pregnancy supplement mom took mid. It's a decent stash, I guess, but for me, the gains are mid. I'm already cracked, I don't need these training wheels. Born built different, the strongest in the realm before I even open my eyes. Take a break, mistress. The maid hit Suo Wanning with a solid advice. Wanning nodded. Getting her rest and prepping for the baby's arrival, that's the main quest right now. Once she settled in, I just chilled in there. It was actually cozy. Not gonna lie, this is my first time getting the full fetus experience. Just vibing in here all day's responsibilities, just pure cozy energy. Honestly, the vibes are immaculate right now. I low-key don't even want to leave, but damn, the boredom is already hitting different. If I don't get out there, how am I supposed to flex my main character energy and pull some baddies in this cultivation world? Like, if I'm not out here dunking on these NPCs and checking out all the cuties, what was the point of even getting isekai'd? I gotta enter the world, and I'm doing it with absolute gigachad energy. Just thinking about it, I'm starting to get sleepy. Even though I'm a heavenly emperor, my cultivation is still mid, stuck in this weak-ass mortal body. Whatever, let's catch some Z's. Rank 50, Chao Chengzhe, Saint Venerable Realm, rewarded with 10 strands of primordial chi and a low-tier heavenly treasure. That's 50 ranks announced already. But people are losing their minds because all 50 of these guys are just Saint Venerables? No way, bro. Are immortal emperors and great emperors actually that rare? Looks like it. We're already at rank 50, and it's nothing but Saint Venerables. Probably won't see a quasi-emperor until we hit the top 30. Haha, you lot really thought being an immortal emperor was easy? You need like 10,000 years of grinding. Who's actually built like that? The path to becoming an emperor is literally harder than touching grass. Every single immortal emperor is just a result of wading through an ocean of blood and mountains of bodies, not to mention the insane mental damage from being lonely for eternity. In the 3,000 Great Realms, who's actually iconic enough to be remembered as an emperor? Everyone's getting hyped just thinking about these legends. Everyone's dying to know who's actually topping the charts. 3,000 Great Realms, long continent, long kingdom. Inside the royal palace, Jun Linyuan is sitting on his throne, looking like a total boss. He's chilling, looking at the primordial gold ranking. A ranking list that just leaks everyone's stats? Pretty interesting, I guess. Jun Linyuan smirks, that classic I'm better than you smile. Usually, once you hit the Saint King realm or higher, people are out here gatekeeping their real cultivation level, or they're using some high-tier stealth hacks. Normal people can't see through that skill issue at all. Like him, for instance, forget average cultivators. Even if a heavenly emperor pulled up in person, they'd still be clueless about his real level. That's because he's mastered the heaven concealing art, the most broken stealth cheat code in history. But this primordial gold ranking? Bro, it looks like it can see through even his stats. That's a massive yikes. Because there's no way they'd just leak everyone's stats like that unless it was for the clout. I'm out here wondering what my rank is and what kind of fat loot I'm about to secure. Real talk, Lin Yuan is down bad for that primordial violet chi. And it's not just him, even the Giga Chads above Immortal Emperor level would lose their minds over it. If you snag that, you're basically the Heavenly Emperor incarnate. Just thinking about the rewards has him hyped out of his mind. Time just kept ticking until nightfall. The primordial gold list just dropped 70 names all at once. But even by rank 30, everyone on the list was still just in the Saint Venerable realm. We haven't even seen a single quasi-emperor yet. Talk about underwhelming. And then, the ultimate troll move. Right after hitting rank 30, the gold list just dipped. Literally just vanished. That's a wrap for today. Check back tomorrow, it basically said. Just like that, the top 30 are gone? We're really ending it like this? This is mid, honestly. I thought we were gonna binge the whole thing in one sitting. Such a vibe kill. Why can't they just drop the whole list at once? They are really out here edgelording us with this cliffhanger. We're 70 people deep and haven't seen a single quasi-emperor. The matchmaking on this list is literally cooked. LMAO, you gotta realize the gap between Saint Venerable and quasi-emperor is wider than my student debt. Once you break through to quasi-emperor, you're basically playing life on creative mode. Everyone is sweating to know who takes the crown. Yuan Immortal Emperor, Qinghan Mahu, who's the real GOAT? These three are the absolute top-tier demons of the cultivation world, especially Lin Yuan. That man is built different. He once pulled a 1v10,000, slaughtered a whole army of Saint Venerables, and even folded 2 quasi-emperors like they were nothing. Absolute menace. So yeah, the whole server is camping to see who takes the podium spots. Next morning at the Lee family estate, I wake up, eyes wide. Had a good sleep, host? It's a new day, time to claim your daily login. Hearing the system chime, I'm instantly wide awake. I mutter to myself, system daily check-in. Ding skill, max level poison mastery. Congrats bro, you're officially the new poison god. Instantly, a tidal wave of forbidden knowledge hits my brain. Infinite ways to craft poisons, secret recipe. Listen, every single alchemy technique in this entire world is now fully mastered by yours truly. I cracked my eyes open and honestly, I'm shook. This poison crafting skill is actually unhinged. We're talking colorless, odorless toxins. Sniff and you're absolutely spiraling. We're talking poisons that force your chi to backfire and send you into a full-blown mental collapse. Absolute top-tier trolling for when you need to wreck someone's day. This check-in system is actually cracked frefra. I just log in for 5 seconds and get stuff that other people grind their whole miserable lives for. Just then a voice echoed from outside. My lady, how are we doing? Is the baby okay? Oh bet, that's my pops, Li Chongqing. I was low-key stunned. Didn't expect him to be checking on mom this early. Guess he's actually a W husband. Su Wanning smiled. We're chill, everything's good. She gently rubbed her belly and my pops said, say no more, I'm ordering the top-tier supplements right now. Li Chongqing laughed and walked out to give the orders to the staff. These supplements aren't just for a healthy pregnancy, bro. Their main flex is buffing the fetus, giving the baby an S-tier foundation before they're even born. I'm out here using my divine sense to peep the scene. Suddenly, some random maid walks in. Who are you? Su Wanning took one look at this NPC and hit her with the side eye. I immediately locked on to her too. I'd already memorized everyone in the Li clan yesterday, and this girl is definitely not on the roster. My internal alarm bells are going absolutely nuclear right now. My lady, I'm the new hire the master sent me to bring you your meds. The maid kept her head down, acting all humble. Su Wanning was still sus, but just told her, cool, leave it on the table. The maid, acting all extra, added, make sure you drink it while it's hot, my lady, or it won't hit right. She dropped the bowl, turned around, and bounced. Su Wanning didn't move, but I was staring down that medicine like a hawk. My brain did a full system reset. This is literal abortion powder, and the most potent grade at that. But here's the thing. I know every single poison in existence now, so one glance was all it took, kind of like when that Hongmeng Golden board dropped. Aside from that sketchy fetus-deleting powder, everything else in the bowl is top-tier health supplements. If it wasn't for that toxic powder, this would honestly be a major W for a prenatal meal. But once you add that trash in, the whole bowl becomes straight-up lethal poison. This fetus-deleting powder works just like those sketchy abortion pills from my past life. One sip of that and the baby in the womb is literally getting deleted from existence. Like the fetus just dissolves. It's actually diabolical, no cap. Who the hell is doing this? Why are they trying to pull such a toxic move on me? They really want me dead this bad? They're moving mad frog. As she walks toward that bowl, with the stakes at an all-time high, I decide to hit her with a mental DM. Mother, do not drink that. My voice echoes inside her brain like a jump scare. Su Wanning gets hit with that absolute shock. She's literally vibrating right now. She loses her grip and the bowl goes flying, shattering on the floor. The bowl breaks, medicine goes everywhere, and the noise immediately alerts the NPCs waiting outside. No way, she thinks. The person who brought the poison is already ghosting, nowhere to be found. My lady, what's going on? Are you okay, my lady? The servants rush in, see the shattered bowl and the spill, then look at Su Wanning just standing there, looking straight up glitched. They're all terrified, like they're about to be sent to the Shadow Realm. This is the clan leader's wife. If something happens to her, they're all totally cooked. Someone frantically helps Su Wanning to the bed while they speedrun a message to the clan leader. This level of drama? Yeah, that's way above their pay grade. A bit later, Li Chongqing pulls a literal flex, appearing out of thin air right next to her. He's looking stressed, immediately grabs her hand, and starts pumping his spiritual energy to scan her stats. Then he checks my vitals inside her womb, and after confirming we're both still alive and kicking, he finally lets out a sigh of relief. What happened? What went down here? Li Chongqing asks, looking like he's about to have a mental breakdown. Su Wanning doesn't say a word, she just side-eyes the servants. Li Chongqing catches the vibe immediately. Y'all, get out now. The servants scramble to exit like their lives depend on it, shutting the door behind them. Finally, we're all alone. I'd spill it, Li Chongqing says. The tension is high. Husband, I swear on my life, I just heard our son talking to me. Su Wanning says low-key shook but low-key hyped. She's terrified that a literal fetus is throwing shade at her, but she's also geeking out because her kid is clearly built different. Is she tweaking? Did she just hallucinate? The kid hasn't even spawned yet, how is he already using a mic? Li Chongqing's eyebrows are doing the most, he's looking at her like she's lost the plot. It's real. He told me not to touch that super supplement bowl, so I panicked and dropped it. Su Wanning is spiraling with excitement. A fetus already sending telepathic DMs? That's not just a prodigy, that's a main character in the making. Look, bro, to use telepathy, you're supposed to be at least Foundation Establishment level. Don't tell me this kid is already speedrunning Foundation Establishment while still in the womb? If she told anyone this, she'd be labeled the local crazy person. Being born at Foundation Establishment? You're either rocking a top-tier holy body, or your parents dumped a whole mountain of rare resources into your gestation to make you a total menace, or maybe you're just a straight-up beast blood hybrid. The last two options? Nah, that ain't it. Which leaves only one possibility. Her son is packing a top-tier holy body. Su Wanning can't help but flex a smile. What mom doesn't want their kid to be an absolute gigachad? The stronger the kid, the further they go, and the longer they stay alive in this crazy world. Let's be real. In this world, if you don't have the stats, you're just food for the strong. Only the cracked survive. The super supplement. Li Chongqing's mood drops to 0. He stares at the puddle on the floor. He walks over, crouches down, and takes a sniff of that liquid like a detective on a grind. A second later, his face goes from 0 to 100. He stands up abruptly. Bro, that's not a supplement. It's a miscarriage potion. Who's the... Imagine having the audacity to put this trash in what my lady wanted to drink. Bro really tried to delete the bloodline in one go. That's diabolical. This beef is strictly personal. No cap, he's gotta go. Su Wanning heard that, and her face went ghost white. A miscarriage? She couldn't even mentally process that horror. If she'd actually downed that drink, the baby in her stomach would be... She hugged her belly tight, shivering at the thought. But then, she let out a sigh of relief. Thank the heavens the baby's fine. If anything happened, she'd never forgive herself. Who the hell served this tonic today? Li Chongqing was absolutely losing his mind. He screamed so hard the doors practically flew off their hinges. The servants swarmed in and face-planted on the floor. Everyone was shaking like a leaf in a hurricane. The tonic, it was a new maid who brought it in. She said, "You ordered it, sir." One maid squeaked out, terrified for her life. W.O. The servants looked around, and finally the maid caved. We saw her a second ago, but she's ghosted us now. At that point, everyone realized what was up. Someone had snuck into the Lai household to take out the boss lady. If I hadn't stepped in, the young master wouldn't even have made it out of the womb, I thought. Li Chongqing heard that, and his blood pressure hit the roof. He wanted to wipe the floor with these useless NPCs right then and there. But suddenly my voice echoed straight into his brain. That maid hasn't gone far. She's chilling under that big tree about 5 or 7 miles to the right. Go catch her, Unk. Li Chongqing froze, his rage vanishing instantly. He turned his head slowly, staring at his wife's belly like he'd seen a ghost. Was that my son? Is Su Wanning actually telling the truth? The kid can really talk to us? He's not even born yet, and he's already using mental transmission? This isn't just talent. Bro is literally built different, a natural-born emperor. Quit fanboying and go chase her. She's gonna dip if you keep staring. I hit him with another reminder. Li Chongqing finally snapped out of it, a cold, savage smirk forming on his face. Relax, son. Your pops is at the nascent soul stage. She's not going anywhere. Before the words even finished leaving his mouth, he vanished, speed-running the kill. Listen, a nasal soul cultivator can teleport thousands of miles in a heartbeat, 50 miles? Bro, that's literally nothing. Moments later, Li Chongqing pulls up, literally carrying some woman like she's a grocery bag. She's flailing like a headless chicken, doing the absolute most, but it's giving 0 results. When you're dealing with a nasal soul gigachad, resistance is just a myth. Let me go, you bum. She's still out here screaming, completely oblivious to the fact that her whole plan just got exposed. Who sent you to pull this poison stunt? Li Chongqing asks, his tone colder than a villain's heart. The woman's whole body starts trembling, eyes wide with pure no-way energy. How did you know? She's staring at the potion on the floor, spiraling. No way, how did you NPCs even detect this? I've been grinding for this day for months. Do you know how hard it was to infiltrate the Li family? Do you know how long I had to wait for this opening? The woman is legit losing it, straight up malding. She spent a whole year trying to get hired into the Li household, and finally caught her break just yesterday. And that fetus slaying powder, she spent her entire life savings on that. Top-tier premium-grade toxicity, no scent, no color, no cap. Unless you're a top-tier poison master, you're not catching that. She did her homework on Su Wanning, thinking she was just some basic Golden Core NPC, someone who's never even touched a drop of poison in her life. There's no way she could have clocked the tea. One sip and that kid in the womb was a goner. But now, she's taking a fat L. Could there be a secret poison master ghostwriting for Su Wanning? She's coping so hard right now, she really cannot accept this defeat. I'll ask you one more time, who sent you? Li Chongqing grabs her by the throat, looking like he's ready to end her whole career. Oh well, keep dreaming. I'll take the secret to the grave. She's staring him down with pure main character hater energy. The head of the Poison Clan lets out a furious roar. And suddenly his figure vanishes, dashing for the exit. Like, why is she holding such a massive grudge? She's acting like he killed her dog or something. Li Chongqing is racking his brain, but he literally cannot remember ever crossing paths with this clown. Can't perform a soul search? I piped up from the side, just throwing the question out there. As soon as those words left my mouth, Li Chongqing's face went ghost white. His pupils straight up shrunk. He's staring at Su Wanning's belly like he's seen a ghost. How does my son know about the most cursed technique in existence? The man is spiraling Faraffer. Am I actually the reincarnation of a demon god or something? Soul searching? In the Ohuan Chen immortal realm, that's literally a banned skill. It's way too demonic. It might not hit the caster, but for the victim? Bro, it's basically a torture chamber for the soul. Best case, your brain gets fried, you lose your marbles, and you end up a total NPC. Worst case, your soul straight up deletes itself and you die on the spot. Every major region has a no-go order on this. If you get caught using it, you're getting labeled a demonic cultivator, no questions asked. The punishment? Total soul erasure. No reincarnation, no second chances. That technique is strictly off limits. But I just dropped that info like it was nothing. Li Chongqing's brain is currently working overtime trying to figure me out. Take her away. Drag her to the torture chamber. Apply the pressure. Let's see how long that mouth of yours stays shut. Li Chongqing dropped that order with ice-cold energy. Understood. The goons rushed in and started dragging that woman out. Once she heard torture chamber, she turned pale as a sheet and started begging for her life like a total L-taker. But Li Chongqing wasn't having any of that charity. Once they hauled her out, Li Chongqing cleared the room, shooing all the servants away. He sat down next to Su Wanning, looking Su. Everything okay? Su Wanning looked at him, low-key worried. I heard our son's voice earlier too. As soon as she said that, Su Wanning went from 0 to 100. She was absolutely beaming. See, I told you, our boy can actually talk. What else did he tell you? Li Chongqing's expression stayed dark. He spilled everything. What happened? His internal theories, the whole tea. How is this even possible? How could my... Su Wanning's face did a complete 180, and she immediately shielded her belly like her life depended on it. She was low-key terrified that Li Chongqing was going to lose his cool and accidentally catch a case by hurting the baby. Deep down, she refused to believe her kid was some kind of demon god, and honestly, even I was low-key confused. Like, how did I suddenly become a reincarnated demon god? I was sitting there totally clueless, watching these people put the demon god label on me for no reason. System chime. Host soul-searching techniques are major L's in the Xuanchen immortal realm. Use that and you're basically tagged as a villain demon cultivator. You're getting cooked, fam. Once the system spilled the tea, I had an oh shit moment, but honestly, I had to clap back. Bruh, you knew that? Why didn't you say anything sooner? The system was like, host, you didn't give me a chance, and honestly, that's fair. My bad, system. To be fair, I just blurted that out on impulse. I've been binging way too many cultivation novels lately, you feel me? In those stories, people are out here soul-searching 24/7. Whenever some villain is active and won't spill secret, just hit him with a quick soul search, and boom, you know everything. Who knew this tech was exclusive to the Demon Cultivator faction in this server? Honestly, it's a total waste. Back on Earth, this would have been the ultimate cheat code for interrogations. One soul search and you've got all the info, but now I'm stuck here scrambling for a valid excuse. If I don't smooth this over, my own parents are going to try to exorcise me like I'm a legit demon. Getting deleted for being a misunderstood genius? That's not the vibe. Li Chongqing's face was still stuck in worried parent mode. I get it, but how does our son know a forbidden soul technique? This ain't normal, man. It's sus as hell. What kind of unborn baby already knows dark arts? If he isn't a reincarnated demon god, I'm out of idea. His eyebrows were doing the most, fully convinced I was some cosmic threat. Li Chongqing was literally stress-maxing right now. Listen, Unc, I'm not a demon god. I'm literally just your kid. I panicked, shooting him a mental transmission. Li Chongqing stared dead at Su Wanning's stomach, his forehead veins popping even harder. Then who are you, exactly? I'm your son. Look, I started cultivating like 10 days ago. It's not that deep. I was just using my divine sense to vibe check the area and happened to hear about the soul search technique. I just picked it up, that's all. The moment that hit their brains, Li Chongqing and Su Wanning both froze like NPCs with a connection error. Cultivating 10 days before birth? Their jaws were on the floor. They were shook. What kind of overpowered prodigy was I? Like normal babies don't even start touching the Tao until weeks after they're born. I'm just built different. Even the biggest geniuses would need days to reach this level. But their son? Bro was already grinding his cultivation while still in the womb. What's your current cultivation level, kid? Li Chongqing asked, tripping over himself to get an answer. I took a second to think. No way I could say I'm already at the heaven-earth realm, right? Like, imagine saying that out loud. Who's actually gonna believe that? There's literally no toddler in the history of the Xuanchen immortal world that's hitting max level before they're even born. That would be absolutely unhinged. So I just dropped a number that sounded slightly less insane. Golden core. Bro, the second those two words left my mouth, Li Chongqing and Su Wanning just froze, brain dead. A baby in the womb with a golden core? That's not a genius, that's a straight-up anomaly. This is legendary, my efforts weren't in vain. Who knew we'd actually spawn a true dragon? My son Li Xinglong has the potential to be a literal emperor. Li Chongqing was literally losing his mind, laughing at the ceiling, hyped out of his absolute skull. If he's already golden core before he's even born, imagine what he's going to be pulling off once he drops into the server. Thinking about that, Li Chongqing was feeling like the main character, fully leveled up on confidence. Fast forward 3 years, the Li family's next hair competition is about to start. Even though I'll only be 3 years old with my current golden core drip, that's not even a challenge. That clan head position is basically mine already, Fra. Get some rest, son. Dad's gonna go cook up some high-tier stat boosters to help you speedrun your cultivation. Li Chongqing was down bad, gently rubbing Su Wanning's belly. He turned around to head to the kitchen, ready to craft the meals himself. Gotta make sure nobody pulls a sneaky and messes with my gains. Son, can you hear me? Su Wanning rubbed her bump with a gentle smile. I tapped back once, she was literally glowing. Perfect, now we can chat every single day. Su Wanning was over the moon, having a son she could actually talk to while he's still in the womb. That's some top-tier protagonist energy. There's barely any moms in this world who get to experience a connection like this. For the next while, I just chilled and kept the conversation going with Su Wanning. She spilled all the tea on the Li family's drama, including the fact that the hair battle is going down in 3 years. By then, the dads of his brother's kids are all gonna pull up to the competition. These so-called big bros and big sis are mostly already at the second or third stage of body refining. Give it 3 more years and some of these NPCs might even hit the body refining cap. Heck, some might even outrank the young master, basically locking in the spot as the next clan head. Originally, that seat was supposed to go to the main bloodline, no questions asked. But last year, some clowns in the Li clan started moving mad and pushed back. They're yapping about how the strongest should hold the position. So now there's a new rule. In 3 years, there's going to be a young master showdown. Honestly, couldn't care less. My ambition was never to be some local clan head that's low-key mid. I'm trying to see the whole world, not rot away in this tiny little corner. After chatting for about an hour, the Hongmeng Gold list decided to drop again. The entire Xuanchen immortal world is looking up at the sky, waiting for the tea. They're revealing the top 30 now, but the heavenly sphere is hiding the goods, no spoilers allowed. The rewards for the top 30 still locked. They're making us wait until the whole list drops to give out the loot. Rank 29 is Luo Tianke Quasi-Emperor and even his reward is redacted, Sus. Are the rewards actually that cracked? Has to be. They were already handing out Hongmeng Purple Chi before. What else could they possibly give away? Can't even imagine it. Luo Tianke, I see you. If a literal Quasi-Emperor is only rank 29, does that mean everyone above him is basically a god? Since when did the Xuanchen immortal world get so stacked with Quasi-Emperors? I thought that stage was supposed to be the hardest breakthrough in the game. Guess there's just a massive pile of old head-in-the-sand monsters we didn't know about. Pretty sure this Luo guy has been alive for like tens of thousands of years. Meanwhile, deep in a secret bunker at the Luo clan's main base in Luzhou, Luo Tianke is just chilling mid-meditation. When he hears his name pop up on the Hongmeng Gold list, bro was legit stunned. I'm only ranked 29. He's shook. He's been grinding for tens of thousands of years just to hit. Turns out there are still 28 people stronger than our guy. Like, okay, the great emperors and immortal emperors outranking him? I can respect that grind. But seeing other quasi-emperors sitting on his head? Nah, that's got bro feeling some type of way. He's itching to see exactly who's flexing ahead of him on the leaderboard. Rank 28. Gu Changshan Quasi-Emperor rank. When he heard that name, he lost it. Lac Tianvai's face, looking straight up toxic right now. Gu Changshuan, that absolute dog of a human being. On what planet does he rank higher than me? Bro is genuinely tilted, since everyone's first reaction was pure confusion. They thought the Hongmeng Gold list was tweaking. These two are old-school rivals who scrap all the time. But usually he wins and Gu Changshuan takes the L. So how is he supposed to accept this ranking? Forget this, once the list finishes, I'm pulling up on that old man for a rematch. The Hongmeng Gold list keeps dropping names, and up to rank 15, it's still just quasi-emperors. Rank 15 Van Baktan, aka the Kunpeng Emperor. Wait, another quasi-emperor? Why is the whole list just them? There's way too many of these guys out here. I know this Kunpeng dude, he mains the Kunpeng technique, one flap of his wings and he's across the map. Man speedran to quasi-emperor in just 10,000 years. Wonder if he's peaked or if there's more to his kit. We're 15 spots deep and the big boy great emperors and immortal emperors still haven't clocked in. Everyone is malding with anticipation. Counting these quasi-emperors, there are only like, what, 20-something people? I'm thinking to myself, I really thought there would be a whole squad of quasi-emperors running around. Turns out, all the emperors combined probably don't even hit 30 people, even though the Hoyan Tran immortal realm is packed. Mom told me there are 3,000 great provinces here, each with hundreds of millions of people, and that's a conservative estimate, Frar. Compared to Earth, the population is literally off the charts. And yet there are only like 20 plus people above the Emperor threshold, absolute L for the scaling. Seems like climbing past Quasi-Emperor is a literal skill check from heaven. Just wonder where I'm gonna land on this list. I mean, I'm at the Heaven-Earth realm, I gotta at least make top 3, right? I've been low-key farming intel from Mom's mouth this whole time. The whole Hushentran immortal realm hasn't seen a heavenly emperor in 100,000 years. Sure, some legendary heavenly emperors supposedly left the realm, but you never know, some old head basement dwellers might still be hiding out. Don't trip, host, the system pipes up, we're scaling this based on peak combat power, you're good. Bro might only be at the heavenly realm, but he's already maxed out his stats. The He's 1 spot is basically a lock. Suddenly, the system decides to chime in. Hearing that, I couldn't help but smirk. Looks like that top spot is mine, no cap. Just waiting for them to drop the name now. My parents look suspicious though, huh? Can't blame them, my name is literally identical to the one on the leaderboard. Malong. Malong, the Demon Dragon Emperor. Finally, the 14 Great Emperor on the list shows his face. And surprise, surprise, it's not even a human, it's a demon beast. The moment Malong popped up, everyone lost their minds. Nobody knew the demon race still had a Great Emperor hiding in the cut. Like, where did this guy even crawl out from? Never heard of him in my entire life. Definitely some ancient boomer that's been camping in a cave for a millennium. Human race is officially cooked. An enemy emperor, we gotta find where this guy lives and wipe him off the map ASAP. I thought the Hongmeng Golden Board was just for humans, but turns out every race is invited to this roast. Demons, beasts, ghosts, humans. So far we've only seen humans and beasts. Wonder if the other races have any emperors hiding in the lobby? The random appearance of a beast emperor has the whole server stressing. I mean, beasts and humans have been ops since day one. It's always been an eat or be eaten situation, never a peaceful day. Next up at 13, we got Shi Wushang, the Blood Patriarch, another great emperor. Unlike Malong, everyone knows this dude's degenerate history. This clown is a total fraud who practices the sketchiest forbidden arts. His whole personality is just speedrunning gains by drinking fresh blood. Especially the weird stuff, he's got a toxic obsession with maiden and virgin blood. Basically, his reputation is absolutely rancid. This guy is pure trash, a walking L, can't believe he's still breathing. I really thought he'd been deleted years ago. Imagine just hiding in the shadows this whole time. Someone just end him already? Didn't he leave off as a quasi-emperor before he vanished? Talk about a glow-up nobody wanted. Wait, how did this guy become a great emperor out of nowhere? Demon cultivators are just built different. Insane leveling speed, but the trade-off is they have to stay chugging blood just to keep their stats up. Total glass cannon energy. Once the truth about the blood ancestor dropped, everyone was pressed. The entire server wanted to spawn camp him and tear him to pieces. Then rank 2 shows up, the Guiwu ancestor, a literal great emperor. As soon as he pulled up, everyone caught a cold just from his aura. Sheesh. Like, what is even happening right now? Rank 12 is already a great emperor? Then why are there only 2 quasi-emperors listed? Hold up, didn't we just see a whole lobby full of quasi-emperors earlier? Why did they all just vanish? Where'd they go? Wasn't Guiwu ancestor just a quasi-emperor a few years ago? Since when did he hit that breakthrough? Bro was speedrunning his cultivation. Oh, that makes sense. No wonder the quasi-emperor count dropped. The OGs actually leveled up to Great Emperor. Must be nice to have that RNG luck. But what about Taoist Dushan? I swear he was a quasi-emperor too. I saw him like 100 years ago, why is he missing from the leaderboard? Did he hit the Great Emperor rank too? Nah, no way. He only hit quasi-emperor a century ago, that's not enough time to grind to Great Emperor. Impossible. Unless, bro is straight up deleted from the server. As the Golden Ranking kept updating, people started seeing the pattern. A bunch of famous quasi-emperors were just totally ghosting the leaderboard. People started connecting the dots. If you aren't on the list, you're either max level or you've officially respawned in the afterlife. Taoist Dushan is the main character of this L situation. He's from the Dushan clan, a 1,000-year-old family in Mo province. Back at the Dushan HQ, the clan head and an elder are looking stressed, looking like they just lost their best items in a raid. What do we do now? Everyone knows our ancestor is gone now. We're cooked. The elder was sweating bullets. The ancestor he's talking about? Yeah, that's Taoist Dushan. 8 years ago, he tried to learn some dark, edgy cheat code, ended up with a skill issue, and exploded himself. Talk about a major L. They'd been keeping it a secret, gatekeeping the news like their lives depended on it. Outsiders still thought that the dude was just in a basement, somewhere grinding for that Great Emperor promotion. But now the Hongmeng Golden Ranking has dropped, and the truth is out, no more hiding. Since his name isn't on the list, the whole world knows the ancestor is officially AFK. If the ops find out, they're definitely going to pull up to the crib and raid the base. Another elder was wiping cold sweat off his face, his voice. So the Du clan has been moving mad for years, racking up ops like it's a side hustle. The only reason those ops haven't pulled up yet is because they were terrified of the Du clan's Unk, the legendary Dushan. But now that Unk is officially deleted from the server, you know they're coming for that fade. It's about to be a massacre, far. These rival clans, they might not have the true Emperor tier, but they've got Saint-level hitters backing them up, and honestly, their stats are just as cracked as the Du clans. If they go to war, the Du clan is taking a massive L. Word came down from the top, lock the gates, nobody leaves the house. Full lockdown mode, the whole clan is officially on high alert. The clan head is giving out orders like a sweat, but suddenly a message echoes across the whole sect, broadcasted for everyone to hear. Ayo, everyone in the Du clan, come out and catch these hands. Your ancestor is gone, and today is the day you all get deleted. Everyone's face turns pale as they scramble to look outside. But the second they see what's out there, their legs just give out. They're literally folding, dropping to the floor like NPCs. Eyes wide as saucers, completely shook. Bro, look at the numbers. There's too many of them. Is that the Chen, Li, and Wang clan heads? They actually pulled up together. It's not just them, the Cao and Mo clans are here too. These are all the people we've been bullying for years. They've come to collect the debt. It's wraps. They're literally at our doorstep. Without the ancestor here to carry, what are we even supposed to do? One elder's heart is doing backflips, hyperventilating like he's playing a horror game. Without the ancestor's OP aura to keep the ops in check, how are they going to survive this? The choice is simple: bow down and get bullied, or stand up and get cooked. The Du clan isn't built of cowards. If they want war, let's give it to them. I Du Tian would rather die standing than run away like a total fraud. The clan head screams, straight up disappears, and launches himself into the fray. The other elders sigh, knowing deep down that their survival rate just dropped to 0. But they don't fold, they charge out after him, ready to catch a permanent L. A massive war is about to kick off, but on the other side the great emperor rank. Wait, someone is actually an emperor? Oh, I recognize this emperor. The wood spirit Saint Vadi, literally built to vibe with nature, can absorb plant energy to speedrun leveling up absolute meta. The rewards for the top 10 must be absolutely cracked, right? Why haven't any immortal emperors shown their faces yet? I just need to know who the real top tier Chad is that's going to take that #1 spot. Everyone's losing their minds, waiting to see which of the top 3 legendary immortal emperors is going to take the crown. Plus, that #1 prize is definitely going to be straight up broken. Rankings 9, 8, and 7 get announced one by one, but low-key, it's just more great emperors, big L for the hype. We finally hit rank 6, and the first actual immortal emperor shows up. Rank 6, Zhongzhen Jingwen, the Zhongzhen Immortal Emperor, absolute unit. Let's go, it's the Zhongzhen Immortal Emperor. Bro's a late bloomer who broke through way later than the rest. But honestly, that was like thousands of years ago, so who's counting? Back then, the entire Xuanqin Immortal Realm was throwing a massive party for him. Word on the street is he's got that eternal life body. Unless you delete him completely, his lifespan is literally infinite, no cap. That's how he did it. He just camped for tens of thousands of years until he finally hit Immortal Emperor status. Honestly, if your talent is mid, it doesn't even matter. You just gotta outlive your ops. If I had that holy body, I'd be speedrunning the stay inside and touch grass challenge, not leaving the basement until I'm an Immortal Emperor frafra. Since rank 6 is already an Immortal Emperor, the top 5 gotta be absolutely cracked. Rank 5 drops and the chat goes wild. Rank 5, Luo Qinghan, the Qinghan Immortal Emperor. As soon as her name hit the board, the whole realm started tweaking. Wait, what is going on? Qinghan Immortal Emperor is only rank 5? That's actually wild, make it make sense. Everyone thought she was top 3, no questions asked. This Hongmeng Golden Ranking board is definitely glitched. It's rigged. I refuse to believe Qinghan is only rank 5. She's way too OP to be ranked this low. With King Han getting shoved into the 5th slot, people are straight up mauling. Her fanboys are having a total mental breakdown, and they're already calling the Golden Ranking a total fraud. Meanwhile, over at the Qinghan Immortal Sex main hall, a gorgeous cold-as-ice queen is sitting there, locked in deep meditation. Ice blue spirit energy and wild Dao ripples are swirling around her, and her aura, it's literally built different. She's terrifying. The moment the Primordial Gold Ranking dropped the news, she went wide-eyed. Wait, only 5th place? Nah, that's cap. Luo Qinghan frowned, feeling some type of way. The math just wasn't mathing. Is there some new Immortal Emperor shadow dropping out of nowhere? In the 6 heavens, she already knew the lineup of current emperors. The roster was basically locked in. The Elder Emperor was already revealed, plus Zhong Lanyuan and the Demon Tiger plus herself. But now the Gold Ranking has her sitting at rank 5. That literally means besides Lanyuan and the Tiger, there are 2 more hidden final bosses out there. Who are these NPCs and how are they scaling higher than her? Even though she's been low-key grinding to break through, she figured she'd be top tier, not middle of the pack. Luo Qinghan was pressed. This ranking was straight up disrespect. She quit the grind, stood up, and marched out of the palace to stare down the Gold Ranking like she wanted to fight it. Alright, let's see which frauds are actually ranking above me. Longzhou Jun Lanyuan was also staring at the sky, feeling sus about the whole situation. Luo Qinghan getting 5th place, that's wild. He's clapped both her and the Demon Tiger before. And even though he walked away with the W, those were high-diff fights, not some low-effort stomp. Those 2 are definitely not weak, they are S tier. If Qinghan is only 5th, that means his own 1st place spot is looking kinda shaky. Originally, Jun Lanyuan was feeling himself absolute main character energy. In his head, he was 100% top 2, no debate. But seeing Qinghan get hit with the 5th place L, his confidence took a massive hit. 4th place, Li Xuanzhu Immortal Emperor Realm. The Gold Ranking dropped the name and the whole server went silent, absolute crickets. Everyone was losing their minds because that name, total unknown. Li Xuanzhu, who even is this guy? How has literally nobody heard of this man? If you reach the Immortal Emperor Realm, you usually cause a massive server-wide event like weather glitches and fireworks. So why was it completely silent, not a single peep or rumor? This Li Xuanzhu guy is supposedly stronger than Qinghan and has been playing stealth mode this whole time? That's cracked. If the Gold Ranking didn't leak his stats, nobody would even know this dude existed. He's the ultimate ghost player. Is this guy just some ancient ancestor hiding in a basement from a random Li family? Every major continent in the Xuanchen. Among all the ancient Giga clans, the most famous ones were the Li clan, the Chen clan, Shao clan, Yi clan, and Tang clan. These families had bloodlines so cracked that their descendants were literally everywhere across the world. So naturally, everyone assumed this Li Xuanzhou guy had to be some immortal emperor from one of those ancient Li families. Li Xuanzhou? Never heard of that dude before. Zhun Linyuan stared at the rankings and muttered to himself, even he had no clue who this guy was. Most likely, bro had been hiding in seclusion this whole time and only got exposed because of the Hongmeng Golden Ranking. Seriously, this world was packed with hidden monsters. Without this list, even he would have been clueless. Turns out the Xuanchen Immortal Realm still had a bunch of low-key immortal emperors lurking in the shadows. Third Kongshuan, Demon Fox Immortal Emperor Realm. The very next second, third place was revealed. The moment Jun Linyuan heard that name, his eyes went wide. That Demon Fox menace only got third place? Then who the heck was second place? Was it me or somebody else? Originally, he thought Luo Qinghan would take third place, the Demon Fox would be second, and he himself would be number one. But nah, the whole leaderboard was moving mad. Nothing was following common sense anymore. The Demon Fox was that busted and bro still only got third? Wait, don't tell me I'm second place? Ain't no way. Is this real? Bro, the Demon Fox Immortal Emperor actually got stuck at third place. So was Yuan Immortal Emperor gonna be number one or number two? Logically, he should be first, right? Looks like the title of Strongest Immortal Emperor was about to be revealed. But who was this mysterious monster that could actually keep the Demon Fox Immortal Emperor in check? As everyone learned that the Demon Fox Immortal Emperor was only third place, the entire world froze in disbelief. Countless people were absolutely stunned. In their minds, this guy was already a completely broken existence. Yet somehow there were still two monsters above him, absolute insanity. Even Luo Qinghan was shaken. The Demon Fox had strength on par with his own, and yet bro only ranked third. So who was second place? Zhun Linyuan, or another hidden Immortal Emperor NPC who had been AFK for centuries. Meanwhile, inside a random cave somewhere in the 5 continents, countless demon beasts are straight up bowing down on the floor. And there's this guy just chilling cross-legged on a throne, looking like a total G for absolute unit status. His aura is literally suffocating everyone nearby. Talk about a main character entrance. Meet Li Kongshuan, the Demon Fox Immortal Emperor. Bro's origin story is wild, raised in the trenches between humans and demons. Straight up abandoned by his bio-parents as a kid and raised by a fox demon. Talk about an unconventional glow-up. He grinded hard with that 10,000 beast holy body, leveled up his demon empire for tens of thousands of years, and finally speedrun his way to Immortal Emperor status. Li Kongshuan slowly opens his eyes. Rank 3? No way, that's cap. He's looking at the scoreboard in total disbelief. If I'm third, then what rank is Jun Linyuan? Ain't no way he's just rank 2, right? If Jun Linyuan actually edged him out, he'd respect the grind. Like, he knows he can't beat the guy in a 1v1, but getting ranked under some random? Nah, he's not having it. Imagine grinding your whole life just for some NPC to show up and top the leaderboard. Who wouldn't be salty? Then the announcement drops. Rank 2 Jun Linyuan, Immortal Emperor. The whole Xuanchen Immortal Realm goes absolutely feral. Wait, what? Jun Linyuan is only rank 2? Then who the heck is rank 1? This Hongmeng Gold board is definitely bugged, total scam. How is Jun Linyuan not the undisputed GOAT at rank 1? Like, rank 3 for the Demon Fox guy is fine, but Jun Linyuan at 2? This ranking is straight up trolling. In everyone's eyes, Jun Linyuan is the final boss of all Immortal Emperors. Bro literally ran his own era, and every other prodigy got folded so hard they couldn't even look up. And now he's settling for rank 2? What kind of absolute monster is holding the number 1 spot? Seeing Jun Linyuan hit rank 2 has Li Kongshuan more shook than when he saw his own ranking. Even though he's low-key toxic and refuses to admit it, he knows Jun Linyuan is levels above him. He expected him to be rank 1, 0 questions asked. But now that he's hit rank 2, Li Kongshuan is honestly feeling a bit of that petty joy. At least Jun Linyuan didn't get the top spot, but the real question is, who is this mystery rank 1? Just thinking about a guy who can actually suppress Jun Linyuan has Li Kongshuan itching with curiosity. Who is this absolute menace? Wait, for real? Seeing Jun Linyuan stuck at rank 2, Luo Qinghan was low-key shook. And honestly, seeing him fail to hit rank 1 didn't just shock her, it was a total relief. Like, at least her rank 5 doesn't look like a total L now, right? If someone as cracked as Jun Linyuan is only second, what is this rank 1? Is it a literal Immortal Emperor? She downed her drink thinking about it, but nah, that's probably not it. The Immortal Emperor hasn't been seen in ages. If he was actually out there, he wouldn't be this quiet. Breaking through those lightning tribulations is basically a death sentence. Unless you've got some S-tier cheat code artifact, there's no way around it. And even then, trying to trick the heavens is practically impossible. Maybe a legendary chaos artifact could pull it off, but that's just fairy tale energy. That stuff doesn't exist. Can't believe I'm actually rank 2. Jun Linyuan's face darkened. Bro is clearly struggling to cope. He thought he might hit second, but now that it's actually happening, he's spiraling. He's been dominating everyone his entire life. He should been the undisputed GO8, but now some random guy is officially clearing him. Is the Hongmeng Golden Ranking bugged or what? The aura is wild, the vibe is majestic, but how is this guy this strong? How come I've never heard of him? If some hidden Immortal Emperor was actually lurking out here, there's no way I'd be in the dark. Bro, back when I hit Immortal Emperor status, I toured the entire Shen Immortal Realm just to find someone who could actually catch these hands. Who the hell is Hao Yi? The whole realm is staring at the sky right now, eyes glued to that golden ranking. It's time for rank 1. Everyone's holding their breath, waiting to see who actually had the audacity to outperform Jun Linyuan. Suddenly, the sky just explodes with thunder. Ghostly visions of gods and demons start manifesting in the clouds, looking absolutely unhinged. Then, out of nowhere, they all start kowtowing to the golden ranking, like they're trying to hide their own aura. The sound is rattling the entire realm. Everyone's ears are straight up vibrating, faces pale. Everyone's face is literally melting in horror watching this absolute planetary level glitch in the sky. Bro, it's just a rank reveal. Who knew dropping the Hennett's one spot would trigger such a massive server crashing event? If this is just the reveal, how cracked is the actual one player gonna be? Rank 1, Li Xinglan Heaven Earth Realm. The moment those words dropped, the entire Xuanchen Immortal Realm just buffered. Total silence. Everybody's brain stopped working. Took him a few business days to finally reboot. Heaven Earth Realm? That's a Heavenly Emperor, bro. Who the heck is Li Xinglan? Why is this name not in my logs? I've literally never heard of him. 10,000 years. This is a 10,000-year-old troll. So the Xuanchen Immortal Realm actually still has a Heavenly Emperor hidden in the basement. If this Hongmeng Gold Ranking didn't expose him, I'd have gone my whole life without knowing he existed. Like, how is there still a GOAT-tier Heavenly Emperor running around in this day and age? Is it the old one from back in the day? Nah, the name doesn't match up, fam. What was the name of that old guy again? Pretty sure he was the primordial Heavenly Emperor. Obviously, this guy isn't him. This nameless Heavenly Emperor is probably just some hidden OP boomer who finally decided to break through. After the initial shock wore off, everyone started tweaking. If he's a fresh Heavenly Emperor, how come we didn't see any fireworks or sky-shattering phenomena during his breakthrough? Like, logically speaking, the higher your cultivation. Nobody saw this coming. Breaking through to Heavenly Emperor should have triggered a lightning tribulation that sent notifications to the entire realm. But this random NPC Li Xinglan just showed up out of nowhere and ghost ranked himself to East 1. The math isn't mathing, but he's actually a Heavenly Emperor, so I guess the ranking is legit. Luo Qinghan stared up at the leaderboard, her eyes totally glazed over. As an immortal emperor herself, she knows better than anyone just how impossible it is to hit that Heavenly Emperor rank. She's been hard stuck in the mid-stage immortal emperor grind for forever, couldn't even sniff the gate to the late stage, and trying to level up even an inch feels like trying to touch the sun. So losing to a real Heavenly Emperor, honestly no cap, she's not even mad. But the real question is, who is this guy? She's been around for eons and has never heard this Li Xinglan scrub mentioned once. You don't just accidentally become a Heavenly Emperor without leaving a trail. She's clapped every top-tier prodigy in the game. If you're famous, she's got you on her hit list. But Li Xinglan, this is the first time his name has ever crossed her feed. She ran the simulations in her head, and honestly, only two theories make sense. Either this dude is a fossil who's been grinding in isolation for eons and just hit that Heavenly Emperor breakthrough, or he's a Heavenly Emperor who's been chilling in the shadows since forever and never actually kicked the bucket. A secret ancient Heavenly Emperor just got exposed by the Golden Board. Honestly, that's the only theory that makes sense. Heavenly Emperor Jun Linyuan suddenly yeets himself off his throne, staring at that primordial golden board like his life depends on it. He literally never saw this coming. Rank 1 is actually in the Heaven-Earth realm. That's actual endgame content. Bro really thought it was just gonna be another immortal emperor with a slightly higher DPS stat. He takes one step and his raw aura literally shoots straight into the heavens, massive flex. Don't get it twisted. He might be the top-tier immortal emperor, but in front of a real Heavenly Emperor, he's basically an NPC. Once you pass the Great Emperor stage, the power gap between ranks is just different. It's heaven versus earth for immortal emperors out here mogging great emperors, and great emperors wiping the floor with quasi-emperors. So obviously a Heavenly Emperor can just blink and delete dudes like Jun Lanyuan without breaking a sweat. No cap, that's just facts. Once he saw that rank 1 was the Heaven-Earth realm, all that main character energy and ego Jun Lanyuan had just evaporated. Put yourself in his shoes. Fighting a Heavenly Emperor is pure delusion. This is literally the only active Heavenly Emperor in the entire world. If he isn't rank 1, who is? But that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Li Xinglan, all the elders are shook. Zhang Lanyuan is out here squinting, looking confused as hell. Just like Luo Qinghan, he's been alive for so long he's met every big-name prodigy from every generation. Most of them were either clapped by him or sent to the lobby permanently, but this Li Xinglan guy? He's got zero intel. Who is this guy? Is this dude actually some hidden Heavenly Emperor? Turns out this Xuanchen Immortal world is way deeper than I thought, especially that Li Xuanju and now this Li Xinglan. If that golden board hadn't popped up, who would guess these two monsters were hiding in the shadows? Looks like I gotta humble myself a bit from now on. Because if I accidentally trigger a Heavenly Emperor, my life is the least of my worries. I'd probably get my entire clan and sect deleted. Jun Lanyuan is low-key stressing. Back in the day, his vibe was catch these hands if you don't like it. Since the cultivation world is literally just about who has the bigger fist, but the meta has officially shifted. With an unknown Heavenly Emperor hanging over his head like a sword of Damocles, it's a whole new game. Who knows, maybe running into some random guy one day could actually be tied to that Heavenly Emperor dude. So yeah, maybe it's better to lay low for a bit. Play it safe, you know? Interesting, our boy Le Shangjuan smirked. Didn't think there were still Heavenly Emperors left. If I get the chance, I'm 100% throwing hands with him. Inside the spring pavilion, Le Shangjuan just sat there grinning like a menace. He wasn't shook at all. Honestly, he looked hyped out of his mind. Fighting absolute beasts is his favorite hobby. It's free combat XP and he usually walks away with a new skill or two. Who knows, maybe he could even make a real homie out of it. That's literally how he became besties with Jun Linyuan and Luo Qinghan anyway. To everyone else, they're supposed to be mortal enemies, but behind the scenes, they're low-key tight, hanging out in private, sipping drinks and talking shop. Li Xinglan, never heard of him. Is he from that Vangu Li clan? If he were actually from the Lai bloodline, those guys would have been flexing it to the whole world already. Maybe, but this Li Xinglan guy, kinda sus. If it wasn't for that Hongmeng gold board, literally nobody would know this Xuanchen immortal realm had another heavenly emperor hiding in the shadows wild. Now I'm just dying to know what the Heast 1 prize actually is. Meanwhile, back at the Li clan in the lower realm, Li Chongqi is losing it. Li Xinglan? Isn't that the exact name we picked for our kid? When the Hongmeng gold board dropped that one spot, the man was shook. A literal heavenly emperor has the same name as his unborn son? Is this a massive coincidence or is something sketchy going on? Could his son actually be a heavenly emperor in disguise? He thought about it for a second, then immediately called himself a clown for even considering it. Must be a name clash, he muttered. Definitely just a coincidence. The Xuanchen immortal realm is huge. People share names all the time, right? Suwaning shook her head too. She wasn't about to buy into the idea that her kid was some OP emperor. That's just straight up delusional. Who is a baby that's born as a heavenly emperor? That wouldn't even be genius tier anymore. That's like the literal heavens deciding to reincarnate inside her womb. Wait, maybe it actually is the heavens reincarnating? Li Chongqing couldn't help but mumble that, then immediately let out a bitter awkward laugh. He wipes the cold sweat off his forehead, turns to my mom's belly, and jokes. Son, you aren't actually an immortal emperor, are you? Even though he knows it's cap, he can't help but crack a joke. Actually, I really am an immortal emperor. I replied with zero chill, bro, even the names match, keep up. Li Chongqing just straight up dies laughing. You little stinky brat, not even born yet, and you're already trolling your dad? That's hilarious. Obviously, he thinks I'm just gaslighting him. I mean, who would actually believe a fetus is an immortal emperor? That's some absolute delusion right there. In the entire Xuanchen immortal realm, there's never been anything this absurd. Not in the ancient clans, not among the primeval beasts, not even the most cracked holy sons or top-tier geniuses. Nobody has ever hit the immortal emperor rank while still in the womb. In his eyes, he and Su Wanning are mid at best, so how could they spawn an immortal emperor? It's total main character syndrome on my part. But hey, he at least knows I'm built different. I've already got a golden core cultivation base before even being born, so my future is definitely not looking mid. And honestly, becoming an immortal emperor isn't even out of reach. Son, keep grinding. Immortal emperor or whatever, I believe in you. The leaderboard rankings are locked, time to collect the bag. As the Hong Golden board echoes, the rewards start dropping for everyone one by one. Deep in a secret chamber in Huangzhou, Lu Mingyuan snatches up a massive stream of primordial immortal chi gifted by the board. That primeval immortal chi, the aura is absolutely cracked. He's so hyped he starts tweaking. Haha, primeval immortal chi, today I'm finally gonna hit Saint Venerable status. Before he even starts refining it, he can already feel that raw, god-tier power hidden inside. Once he absorbs this, hitting Saint Venerable is basically a speed run. Once I hit Saint Venerable, I'm coming for those ops to settle the score. Lu Mingyuan smirks, downs the immortal chi, and immediately hits the meditation grind. On the flip side, Luo Qinghe stares at the rewards falling into his hands, and his pupils dilate 20 streams of Hongmeng purple chi, plus a stream of chaos treasure chi. Not only that, it can buff his heavenly Dao artifact with chaos energy, turning that mid-tier gear into an absolute chaos-grade endgame weapon. Bro, the 5th place rewards are already this cracked? This is actually insane. Just those 20 strands of primordial purple chi are enough for her to speedrun to the peak of Immortal Emperor. Plus this bit of chaos treasure chi, she's already got a heavenly Dao artifact in her inventory, and she can literally upgrade that thing into a chaos supreme treasure in a single day. Her combat stats are about to go absolutely exponential. Once she's maxed out, squaring up against Lin Yuanyuan and Li Shangshuan, nah, she's winning that fade. Still, she's smart enough to know that if she's getting this much loot, the guys who ranked higher than her are definitely eating even better. But the one thing keeping her up at night is that first place spot. If she's already stacked like this, how broken is the first place prize going to be? Thinking about that, Luo Qinghan immediately went into lockdown mode. No cap, she ain't coming out until she's a max level Immortal Emperor. As soon as she said it, she vanished like a ghost. Li Shangshuan's looking at his haul and his jaw is on the floor. 25 strands of primordial purple chi, a chaos supreme treasure, and a hit of chaos treasure chi? Talk about a glow up. This loot is top tier. Just like that, he's got 2 chaos supreme treasures in his bag. His stats are about to skyrocket, and with all that primordial chi, he might actually have a shot at hitting that legendary quasi-god emperor rank. Even then, he can't stop stressing about the first place mystery. Like, what kind of broken item is the winner holding? The curiosity is actually killing him. Zhen Lanyan checks his loot and can't help but let out a massive W grin. 30 strands of primordial purple chi, 2 chaos supreme treasures, and a grade 9 tribulation breaking pill? This is literally the cheat code he needed for his immortal emperor breakthrough. Those 30 strands of primordial purple chi are enough to carry him straight to God Emperor. And that grade 9 pill, absolute god tier move. With that buff, his success rate for hitting God Emperor is basically 100%. He looks up at the Hongmeng Golden Rankings. Man, he's dying to know what the rank 1 fraud actually got. Meanwhile, in the Li family's humble abode, Li Xinglan is like, rank 1? What kind of artifact is this even? 50 strands of primordial purple chi, 3 chaos supreme treasures, and a baby divine beast? Since you haven't been born yet, your rewards will be delivered once you pop out. The Hong Golden Rankings voice echoed in my head 3 times. Not long after, the world just went straight silent. At this point, everyone had finally accepted reality. The rankings were officially over. 3 years from now, the Sacred Physique rankings will be revealed. The moment those words dropped, the Hongmeng Golden List disappeared completely. The sky returned to normal like nothing had ever happened. Wait, that's it? After all those rewards landed right in front of me, I couldn't help but complain in my heart. And bro, even the system couldn't take my ignorance anymore. It immediately started explaining just how cracked these rewards actually were. After hearing everything, I realized my previous thoughts were straight-up clown behavior. Turns out just one strand of Hongmeng purple chi was something countless cultivators could spend their whole lives chasing and still never get. The only reason I thought this stuff was mid was because I had absolutely zero understanding of the power scaling in the Xuanchen Immortal realm. Over here, one strand of Hongmeng purple chi was enough to help many cultivators level up an entire major realm on the spot. And right now, I had 50 of them. Bro, forget ordinary cultivators, even a Saint Venerable could use these 50 strands and speedrun their way from Saint Venerable all the way to Immortal Emperor, skipping through 2 massive realms, Quasi-Emperor and Great Emperor. That's how absurdly broken this Hongmeng purple chi was, absolute cheat codes. And don't even get me started on Chaos Supreme Treasures. These things were born when heaven and earth first loaded into existence. In the Xuanchen Immortal realm, treasure rankings went from weakest to strongest. Acquired Spirit Treasures, Innate Spirit Treasures, Acquired Supreme Treasures, Heavenly Tao Supreme Treasures, and finally Chaos Supreme Treasures. Every rank was further divided into low grade, middle grade, high grade, and peak grade. For most ordinary sects, having even one spirit treasure was enough to become the clan's ultimate heirloom. If they had an innate spirit treasure, people wouldn't even dare mess with them. Take the Li clan where I currently lived, for example. They were considered somewhat famous within Xia Kingdom, but the entire family only possessed one high-grade spirit treasure, that's it. And unless they were literally fighting for survival, they would never dare pull it out. Meanwhile, the second I spawned into existence, the Li Mansion got 3 Chaos Supreme Treasures for free. If news of this leaked outside, forget Immortal Emperors, the entire Xuanchen Immortal Realm would collectively lose their minds and start throwing hands. And as for the Divine Beast Cub at the end, nah, that one's even crazier. It's one of the strongest Spirit Beast races in the entire world. Spirit Beasts, aka the Cultivator's Pokemon, also had ranking tiers: Mortal Grade, Earth Grade, Heaven Grade, and Divine Grade. And the little guy I was about to receive was none other than a top-tier Divine Grade Spirit Beast. Bro was an actual genuine baby Divine Beast. Once he realized how insane this loot actually was, his whole mindset did a 180. This isn't being stingy, this is top-tier generosity, absolute goat energy. I haven't even been born yet, and I'm already at a peak that most NPCs won't reach in 1,000 lifetimes. Can't even cap, I'm getting hyped. I'm low-key itching to finally pull up into this world. Gotta see if this server is actually worth the hype, or if it's just mid. Night hits and inside the main hall, Li Chongqing and an elder are locked in a heavy-duty strategy meeting. That Hongmeng Gold Ranking dropped the rewards today. Word on the street is a few great emperors already used the buff to ascend to godhood. Even the spiritual energy in the air feels like it's been cranked up 10x. I'm feeling my golden core shaking too. Might be time for a massive level up real soon. Lin Yuan Immortal Emperor already hit God tier. He was the first to speedrun it. Qinghan Immortal Emperor is basically at the God Emperor rank already, just one tiny step left. But real talk, who even is this Li Xinglan person? Talk about main character energy, I'm actually jealous. Is he actually one of us from the Eternal Li clan, or is he a fraud? Does it even matter? We stopped vibing with the Eternal Li clan ages ago anyway. True that. Also, Clan Master, your firstborn is about to spawn into the world, you know? Have you and the missus picked a name yet? As soon as that dropped, everyone's eyes locked onto Li Chongqing at the head of the table. Li Chongqing kept it low-key and dropped the name, Li Xinglong. The room went dead silent. Every elder was staring at him like he just glitched the game. Clan Master, you're not actually naming him after that Heavenly Emperor, are you? The elders were still buffering, trying to process the absolute audacity. I said my son's name is Li Xinglang. The elders straight up jumped out of their seats. Man looked like they'd seen a ghost. You're really gonna use the same name as the Heavenly Emperor? Are you trolling? You're trying to get the whole Li clan deleted. Having the same name as the Heavenly Emperor? That's not a flex, that's a speedrun to a funeral. Look, the Heavenly Emperor isn't your average NPC. You share a name with an entity like that, you're begging for bad karma to wreck your life. Historically, whenever a kid was born with the same name as some big-shot cultivator, the first thing people think is that they'll end up hard stuck and unable to cultivate for life because of the bad omen. Sure, there's a 0.01% chance the kid has main character plot armor so thick that they actually draw some broken fate connection with the big shot and start speedrunning their own glow-up. But let's be real, those are literally the 1 in a billion type of dudes. Nobody in their right mind wants their kid named after a literal god-tier gigachad, especially not names above the Great Emperor rank. That's a massive L, total bad vibes. We honestly forgot the lore by now. But ever since Junlin Yuan hit that great emperor breakthrough, the Long clan dropped a ban. No naming your juniors after him or you're catching hands. It wasn't just them either. Every other major sect followed suit. Like, seriously, if your name has Gothian in it, you better keep those words far apart. Since then, anyone brave enough to call themselves Ngohua has been speedrunning their own funeral. But now, Li Chongqing isn't just naming his kid after the Heaven Emperor, he's literally giving him the exact same name. This is straight up cursed, bro. Change it. Li Hong, anything. If you keep this up, the whole Li clan is going to catch that karmic backlash. We can't handle the Heaven Emperor's smoke, man. We're not built for that. Family head, if you don't care about your son, at least think about the rest of us. An elder was literally shaking, voice cracking in pure terror. Not a single hair moved. Man is cold. I like this name for my son. Karma? My boy is a certified prodigy. He don't fear no karma. It's settled his name is Li Tin Lang. And if any karma comes knocking, I'll tank that hit myself. With that, Li Chongqing dipped, leaving everyone in the room stunned. Watching him walk away, one elder let out a frustrated sigh. This is cooked. Naming him after the Heaven Emperor? That's wild. The family head is literally throwing his life away. Maybe it's time to replace the leader, boys. The Young Lord tournament is in 3 years. That's our chance to make a move. The Li clan's internal politics are already a mess. These elders act like they're all close bros with Li Chongqing, but since the ancestor handpicked him as family head, they've been salty as hell. They've been waiting for a reason to stir the pot. That Young Lord tournament? That was their trap from the jump. Our kids are going to sweep that tournament. That brat will only be 3 years old. How's he going to compete with our boys? One elder scoffed. Their kids are 7 to 10 years old. In 3 years, they'll be teenagers ready to steamroll. Even if they aren't top tier, they'll at least be at the 8th stage of body refining. But Li Chongqing's kid, he'll be 3. What kind of cultivation you expect a toddler to have? If he even hits the 2nd stage of body refining, that's a miracle from his ancestors. Unless the kid was born at the foundation establishment stage, he's absolutely getting clapped by their kids. It's over for him. Inside the family manor, Li Chongqing heads back to his room, gently rubbing Su Wanning's belly. Bro is straight up glowing with that wholesome daddy energy. Wifey, you holding up all right? Any weird vibes or discomfort in there? Nah, we're chillin'. The little man was just talking to me a second ago, Su Wanning says with a grin. Ever since the kid started yapping from inside the womb, she hasn't felt lonely for a single second. Plus, anytime something's off, the kid gives her a heads up, so she's not worried at all. Honestly, we're just waiting for the main event, me popping out. They were just deep in the trenches, brainstorming names for their future GigaChad son. But like, naming the kid after the literal Heavenly Emperor, that's gotta be some bad RNG, right? Li Chongqing looked hesitant, and honestly, I was stunned too. Who knew names had specific skill trees or rules like this? Wait, why? Is there some hidden lore I'm missing? I immediately chimed in to ask. I'm actually vibing with my name, for real. Had this name in my last life, and I'm keeping it in this one. Changing it now? Absolutely not, that's just weird. So Li Chongqing broke it down and gave me the full lecture on the lore of naming conventions. After listening, I was low-key shook. I never in my wildest dreams thought picking a name had this many side quests and restrictions. Can't share a name with top-tier legends, can't share a name with ancient powerhouses. Bro, that's like a major taboo. But thinking about it, my past life had some similar boomer superstitions. You know, don't name your kids something too flashy or they won't have the destiny to carry it. Like if your main character energy isn't high enough, the name will just crush your soul. But in this cultivation world, these rules are cranked up to 100. Don't sweat it, Dad. I'm built different. The name stays. I said that with pure main character confidence. I am the Heavenly Emperor. Why would I ever change my name? If that's what you want, then we're sticking with it. Li Chongqing played it cool on the outside, acting all nonchalant, but deep down he was sweating bullets. I mean, that's the name of the Heavenly Emperor, bro. He had no idea if his son's luck stat was high enough to not get folded by the karma of that name. In the end, Li Chongqing decided to commit to the bit. The kid's name is Li Xinglan, and even if the entire Li clan starts moving mad and complaining, he isn't changing it. His mind was set. The ops could pull up, but it wouldn't matter. As time went on, so boom, the Li family starts prepping for my birthday party. Even though everyone thinks this Li Xinglan guy is low-key sus, at the end of the day, Li Chongqing is still the CEO of the household. People complained for a bit, but then let it slide. Everyone started grinding to get the banquet ready. Inside the Li family, at least for now, the vibes are surprisingly wholesome on the surface. No one is moving mad, and no one is out here trying to backstab each other. They're all just waiting for me to pull up to the server. Obviously, just because the Li family is chilling doesn't mean the ops outside are going to keep it peaceful. Time flies when you're waiting to be born. 7 days go by in a blink. We're 2 days out from my grand debut, and the interrogation results for the woman who tried to poison me finally dropped. Inside the interrogation room, the lighting is giving major horror movie vibes with that eerie red glow. A woman is sitting there looking absolutely cooked, clothes shredded, covered in whip marks, bleeding from her head, barely hanging onto her last bit of HP, slumped over on the chair. Yeah, this is the clown who tried to poison me. After a week of straight-up torture, she finally couldn't take the heat anymore. She finally spilled the tea. Li Chongqing strolls in looking ice-cold, staring daggers at her. She confessed that the Wang family put her up to it. Turns out she's actually the daughter of a rival nation's general. the same general who got deleted by our side back in the day. She snuck into the country 5 years ago looking for revenge, and the Wang family caught her. Instead of exposing her, those snakes helped her infiltrate the Li Manor as a maid just to try and take me out. Elder Leng Qing from the Justice Department lays out the facts. After hearing that, Li Chongqing's expression didn't even twitch, he just gave a cold, dismissive smirk. Man's been racking up kills for years, a random general's daughter trying to get revenge is literal child's play to him. But the one thing he absolutely cannot tolerate, the Wang family daring to touch his son. Assemble the squad. We're wiping out the Wangs. Don't we need to ask the king first? The elder asks, sweating a little. Shoot first, ask questions later. That's all Li Chongqing had to say. 2 hours later, the Wang family, who used to be a major player in the Xia kingdom, got absolutely erased. The compound was turned into a bloodbath, corpses everywhere. They didn't even leave the guard dog alive. They even smashed the eggs, no cap. Straight up deleting them from the gene pool. Li Chongqing, you didn't have the king's decree. Who gave you the audacity to pull up and wipe out the Wang clan? This is a direct violation of national law, bro. The head of the Wang clan is looking pale as a ghost, clutching his severed arm, straight up down bad. He's glaring at Li Chongqing with pure malice, screaming, "You sent people to infiltrate the Li estate and poison my son? Did you ever stop to think about the king's decree then? Also, the squad I brought today are my own family disciples, not royal troops, so stay mad. Why would I need the king's permission to wipe you off the map? Explain. At worst, I'm just ripping up the peace treaty between our families. Cry about it." Li Chongqing says this with ice-cold energy. See, all the big families in the Xia kingdom signed a peace treaty, promising not to go around catching bodies on their own. If you got beef, you're supposed to settle it fairly in the arena, like an NPC. But Li Chongqing, he's out here showing everyone exactly what he thinks of the rules. He didn't just break the treaty, he shredded it. From today on, that peace treaty is officially irrelevant. The Wang boss screams, "You kill me today, the other clans won't just sit there and watch. Karma is coming for you." He's literally screaming until his throat gives out. You done yapping? Cool, then you can go ahead and die now. I'm tired of listening to your trash talk. A flash of cold steel and the Wang head goes rolling. GG. Everyone, listen up. Sweep the whole Wang, no survivors, not a single one. Track down anyone related to them. If they're still in the Xia kingdom, wipe them all out. Li Chongqing is giving orders like a true Giga Chad. When you start the drama, you finish it. Leave no loose ends. Leaving Wang clan members alive, that's just asking for trouble later. That woman who tried the poison play, that's the perfect example. If I hadn't stepped in when I did, the consequences would have been a massive L. Through this whole situation, Li Chongqing finally understood the vibes. Being merciful to your ops is just being cruel to your own family. Simple math. Understood, the Li family responds in unison, immediately starting the purge. The Wang estate turned into a literal bloodbath, no cap. The NPCs living nearby could smell the thick, nasty stench of blood, but they were too shook to say a single word. Can you blame them? The Li family's out here acting way scarier than the Wangs ever were. My old man is absolutely ruthless. I love it. I watched the whole thing go down with my divine sense. Peak entertainment. From the moment Li Chongqing dipped from the judgment hall, summoned the disciples and elders and zoomed over to the Wang clan, to the moment he got the receipts on the whole situation, and straight up deleted the entire Wang clan from existence. Throughout this whole sequence, Li Chongqing was moving absolutely mad, pure cold-blooded efficiency. No cap, he didn't spare a soul regardless of age or gender. Seeing a pops like that, man's got serious main character energy. No wonder my mom is so down bad for him. I've been catching up with Su Wanning this whole time. Start out calling her mother like a respectful NPC, but eventually I switched it up to old mom. She wasn't feeling it at first, but after I explained the vibe, she's actually low-key loving the nickname. When we chat, she loves yapping about Li Chongqing's past. Like how absolute fire he was back in the day. How cracked he was, stacking W's and pulling off insane feats over and over. I was listening, totally locked in. After watching him wipe the floor with the Wang clan, I finally get the hype. Any girl would be down bad for a man like that. Son, only 2 more days until you're finally out here. You hyped? Because mama sure is. Su Wanning rubbed her belly with a smile, asking me if I was ready, and you bet I am. I replied instantly, staying in the womb 24/7 is mid. Sure, I can peep the outside world with my spirit sense, but I can't actually do anything. That lifestyle gets old real quick, bro. Luckily, I'm spawning in 2 days, and I haven't been slacking during this timeout. I've been grinding that daily check-in streak, even though the rewards have mostly been low-tier pills, like body tempering pills or foundation establishment pills, total trash for my build, but then I got a purple tier reward, Mastery of Talismans. After claiming that, I instantly learned over 1,000 talismans. I'm basically a pro-level artist now. I can draw those things in my sleep. I've also cracked the code on how this system's check-in mechanic works. Daily rewards are pure RNG. Sometimes they're mid, sometimes they're cracked. But here's the kicker. Maintain a 1-month streak, and you're guaranteed a purple tier loot drop or better. And if you keep that streak for a full year, you're getting a 7-color rainbow tier item, no doubt. Other than those pity mechanics, whatever else, my luck is actually goated, no cap. Including the newbie rewards, I've already bagged 2 purple tier drops, 1 maxed out poison crafting skill, and 1 maxed out talisman creation skill. Now I'm just waiting to be born. Time's flying, and in 2 days it's showtime, baby. The young master is coming. It's happening, the water broke. The entire Li household is moving mad today, running around like headless chickens, because the man himself, Li Xinglan, is finally about to drop. Outside the delivery room, Li Changcheng is pacing like his life depends on it. A whole squad of elders is hanging out with their daughters, craning their necks just to get a peek inside. Even though these guys usually beef with each other, they all showed up for the main event. Why is it taking so long? Li Changcheng is tweaking. He's watched a whole incense stick burn down. And there's still zero noise. Is this a complicated birth? No way, the baby's mom is literally in the golden ascent realm. How could it be difficult? Right on cue, a baby's cry finally echoes from inside. Everyone snaps their heads toward the door and Li Changcheng's face lights up with pure joy. My boy is finally here. Boom! The sky literally glitches out. The clear blue weather just noped out of existence, turning into a terrifying blood-red nightmare. And suddenly, thick clouds are rolling in with thunder going absolutely crazy. It's a heavenly phenomenon, one of the elders screams, losing his mind. He stares at the door like he's seeing a ghost, looking shook to his core. Is this disaster coming from Li Xinglan being born? Could he be a heaven-born Saint Physique? Someone else mutters, looking pale as a sheet. Nah, that's not it. This is straight-up karma for sharing a name with the Heavenly Emperor. Looking at those thick red lightning bolts tearing up the sky, everyone's heart went cold. Some thought it was a divine punishment, others thought it was a sign of a god-tier talent. Open the door fast. Li Changcheng shouts, losing all his chill. The door swings open instantly. The midwife walks out carrying a baby that looks like a literal doll. Master Li, this is your son. Li Xinglan, that's me, but the second the midwife stepped outside, the thunder in the sky went absolute beast mode, roaring like a monster out for blood. A massive blood-red lightning bolt nukes a tree in the courtyard, turning it into charcoal instantly. Everyone's panicking, the whole squad is losing their minds. It's over, we're actually cooked. This is a literal heavenly execution just for having the same name as the Heavenly Emperor. The Li family is finished. Li Chongqing, change the kid's name right now or we're all going down with him. I told you to change it ages ago, but you never listened. Happy now? Look at the mess you've made. You're speedrunning the destruction of the entire Li family. The elders are shook and malding, spamming Li Chongqing to change the name ASAP. They're convinced the whole family is about to be deleted from the server today. Meanwhile, the storm clouds in the sky are getting massive. In a blink, the lightning spreads across the entire Xia kingdom and even hits the neighboring countries. Everyone's looking up, absolutely terrified. Wait, is the Hongmeng Gold list back again? People in every street are stopping in their tracks, staring at the sky like NPCs. Even the shut-ins are poking their heads out of windows. It's been so long, but it looks exactly like when the gold list dropped. Everyone's first instinct is that it's back. But nah, some people realized something's off. This isn't the gold list, it's giving off god-tier baby incoming or legendary artifact spawning vibes. Except this lightning cloud is way more aggressive than usual. This isn't just a basic omen, it's a tribulation. Heaven is legit jealous and throwing a tantrum. There's definitely a broken tier genius being born. Heaven feels threatened by the kid's aura, so it's trying to nerf him before he even starts his grind. Gotta delete the account before he hits level 1, right? No way, for real? Whose house is having a kid today? It's the Li family head's son. He was born today, they've been prepping the party for ages. Bet, let's go check it out. High above the Xia kingdom, a guy in a literal golden dragon fit is floating in midair, looking all majestic and pressed. That's the Xia king himself. Xiao Chongyun is just standing there with his arms crossed, watching the sky like he's watching a movie. Heavenly tribulation, huh? I didn't think Li Chongqing's kid would be this much of a menace to heaven. He narrows his eyes, staring straight at the Li estate. The moment he spots the baby in Li Chongqing's arms, a flicker of pure hate flashes in his eyes. Li Chongqing. You're getting a little too powerful for your own good, aren't you? Xiao Chengji has been low-key stressing about this for a minute now. A few days ago, Li Chongqing went full demon mode and wiped out the Wang family without even asking. Even if Xiao didn't say it out loud, he's been staying alert on the low. He's got this gut feeling that Li Chongqing is actually stronger than him now. Li is just keeping it low-key, playing it safe. Like he's purposefully hiding his power so he doesn't trip any red flags. And honestly, people who know how to play the long game like that are the most dangerous. Let's see if your kid can actually tank this heavenly tribulation, shall we? Xiao Chengji let out a cold laugh. If Li's kid bites the dust during this lightning show, Li Chongqing is going to be absolutely shattered. Once that happens, it's game over. Xiao can just make up some mid-excuse to snatch his army command and kick him out of the lobby. If he doesn't and Li keeps hold of that army, Xiao's royal throne is going to be shakier than a cheap chair. Meanwhile, all the big-name families across the Xia kingdom are pulling up to the scene. Everyone's eyes are glued to the Li estate. They all know it's the day Li Chongqing's kid is supposed to be born. And then this heavenly tribulation drops right on cue. It's obvious as day, the heavens are trying to delete this baby. Which means this kid's talent is so cracked that even the heavenly Tao is personally out to nerf him. Li Chongqing already has us gasping for air as it is. If his son is even more of a monster, bro, how are we supposed to survive that? One Li Chongqing is already a nightmare, we absolutely cannot afford a sequel. That's just how the heavenly tribulation works. The true main characters of this world are so gifted that the heavens literally get jealous. There aren't many of these chosen ones out there, but for the ones who actually survive, they pretty much all end up becoming endgame GigaChad powerhouses. Look at Zhang Linyuan, nobody expected a backwater kingdom to spawn such a glitch in the system. Some people are hyped, some are sweating bullets, but most, they're praying he gets clapped by the lightning right now. Because anyone who survives a heavenly tribulation is basically synonymous with being unbeatable. And adding to that, he's Li Changqing's son. A ton of these families have major beef with Li, but they were too scared to run the fade because he's just that built different. Now seeing his kid, any lingering hope in their hearts? Yeah, that got absolutely nuked. Looking at the sky, the red lightning tribulation is straight up terrifying. Blood-red thunder snakes are swirling in the clouds. The vibe? Pure dread. It's over. The Heavenly Emperor is genuinely tilted right now. One of the elders is looking absolutely hopeless. In their eyes, this isn't the Heavenly Tao being jealous of talent. This is the Heavenly Emperor throwing a literal god-tier tantrum. Because this kid has the same name as the Heavenly Emperor, he's catching all this heat. Talk about bad RNG. The elders are sighing like they've already lost the plot, and the other kids they brought are looking pale as ghosts, literally shaking. Some are even crying their eyes out like total NPCs. But there's one kid, our boy, keeping it 100, totally chill. He's even got a slight smirk on his face, built different. His Li Yunfeng, the son of the great elder. Son, don't trip, I got you. Even if the sky falls, I'm blocking it for you. Li Changqing looks at him with pure pity, gently tapping the little guy's face. The next second, his expression drops, zero chill mode activated. He hands the baby to the midwife, stares directly at the sky, and with a flick of his hand, he pulls a 3-foot sword out of thin air, absolute gigachad energy. One step and he's straight up yeeting himself into the sky. He reappears in midair face to face with that nightmare-fuel lightning tribulation. The whole nation is watching this live. It's a total spectacle. Everyone's losing their minds. Li Changqing is really trying to solo the heavens. He lets out a war cry, his sword glowing with lethal intent. Man's literally about to tank the entire tribulation just to protect the baby. Watching this, most people are just shaking their heads. What a clown, they think. He's only at the nascent soul stage, trying to scrap with the Heavenly Emperor? Delusional. Straight up delusional. Guess it's time for us to start scouting for the next clan leader. We told him you can't just go around stealing the Heavenly Emperor's name. But bro refused to listen. Now look at him. The elders are already writing Li Changqing's obituary. He's cooked. No matter how cracked a nascent soul expert is in their eyes, he stands zero chance against the Heavenly Emperor. Meanwhile, I'm just vibing in the midwife's arms, not even sweating it. Why? Because I'm currently absorbing my real power. The cultivation energy being transferred won't trigger any extra lightning. The whole process? Just a speedrun, and it's already been nerfed for me. Chill out, host. I got you. Transfer is 100% complete. You've officially mastered this power. It's locked in. As soon as the system's cheeky voice faded, I felt a literal infinite power surge through my veins. It felt like with one single thought, I could delete everyone in this room. I could turn this entire nation into dust in a blink, and one flick of my finger could level 1,000,000 miles of land. In that moment, I wasn't just some guy. I was the Celestial Emperor chilling at the top of the food chain. Not just the Emperor, but a max-level endgame Celestial Emperor. With all this cracked power flowing through me, I looked up at the sky and saw my pop standing there, straight up tanking the heavenly tribulation for me. My heart did a little flip. The man is only in the nascent soul stage, yet he's out here face-tanking the wrath of heaven just to keep me safe. If that's the case, how could I let him get a scratch? I glared at the thunderclouds. The lightning was still raging, literally frothing at the mouth, ready to unleash a world of hurt. I opened my mouth to talk, but all that came out was a baby's cry. Everyone there was stunned. But what happened next is something they'll never ever forget. Those world-ending thunderclouds, the ones flexing massive aura, they panicked like a rabbit in headlights. After my cry, they slizzard like they were speedrunning an exit strategy. In a heartbeat, the thunder was gone. The lightning and the chaos completely ghosted. The whole world went quiet again. Bro, literally everyone's eyes were locked on me. Li Changqing was hovering in the air, watching the thunder just quit the game. His face was pure shock, then suddenly it clicked. He spun around like he'd just seen a ghost. Did the Celestial Emperor just get triggered? Wait, did the Emperor actually spare the Li family because of this kid? Man, Li Xinglan has main character luck, sharing a name with the Celestial Emperor and not getting wiped out? That's crazy. This kid's future is looking bright as hell. All the elders stared at my chubby baby cheeks, their eyes gleaming like they just found a cheat code. Surviving a heavenly tribulation like that? It proves the Celestial Emperor isn't mad at us. If anything, he might even be low-key blessing this kid. If that's the case, then my future is officially looking limitless for far. The elders in the room were already big-braining the situation in their heads. Some were vibing, others were catching L's and stressed out, especially the head elder who looked so salty he could start a salt mine right there. Li Yunjung was literally teeth-gritting next to him, thinking he'd successfully cleared a path by removing a rival, but nah, he just accidentally spawned a terrifying dark horse instead. Aight, y'all are good. Head over to the banquet, the guests are going to be pulling up any second. Li Changqing gave those elders a cold side-eye look. He heard every single word they whispered, loud and clear. If it wasn't a celebration today, he would literally speedrun a hands-on lesson for every single one of them. It doesn't matter if they were his own blood. He wouldn't hold back even a little bit. The elders caught the vibe immediately. They all knew Li Changqing was about to go nuclear, so they all started nodding like NPCs. and scurried off to play host to the guests. Once the room cleared out, Li Chongqing walked up to the midwife. "How's my wife doing?" "She good?" "Report to the clan master, the lady is in top-tier condition. Give her a few days of rest and she'll be back on her feet." "Bet. Good looking out." Li Chongqing pulled out a wooden box stuffed with gold, silver, and rare treasures, and just handed it straight to her. "Thank you, Clan Master Li." The midwife saw that loot and was cheesing so hard she couldn't even close her mouth. "Take her out and show her to the banquet hall." Two giant guards stepped in, and once the midwife and the rest dipped, Li Chongqing finally entered the room. As soon as he stepped in, he saw Su Wanning on the bed, looking all glowing and healthy. She didn't even look like she just gave birth. Seeing her like that, he finally let out a massive sigh of relief. "Quick, let me see our son," Su Wanning said, looking absolutely down bad for the baby. Li Chongqing chuckled and immediately brought the boy over. Su Wanning cradled him, looking at her big, chubby, fair-skinned baby boy with pure unmasked mom energy. "He's so tiny but already this cute. He's definitely gonna be—" She'd already checked me out with her spiritual senses earlier, knowing I'd grow up to be a total glow-up, but seeing me in the flesh, she was still caught lacking by how cracked my visuals are. I'm internally screaming, but all that comes out of my mouth is goo-goo gaga baby noises. The struggle is real. My parents, Li Chongqing and his wife, didn't get it, but they were giving me all the parent energy, eyes full of pure adoration. "So son, what's your cultivation rank looking like now?" Changqing randomly decides to drop this question. He knows I was already golden core stage while still in the womb. It's been a minute since then, so he's low-key hoping I've leveled up even more. I'm thinking if I drop that full Heavenly Emperor aura right now, that might be a bit too much emotional damage for them. Let's just flex a little bit of that nascent soul aura instead, just to keep it low-key and chill. The next second, I let out a tiny sliver of nascent soul pressure. As soon as they caught that vibe, Chongqing and Su Wanning were completely frozen, brain dead. Nascent soul? Chongqing's eyes were literally bulging out. A newborn, already nascent soul? What kind of overpowered monster did they just birth? Even Su Wanning was covering her mouth, looking at me in her arms like I was a glitch in the Matrix. Shocked she actually birthed such a legendary cracked prodigy. I mean, every mom wants that Giga Chad kid with god-tier talent. The stronger the kid, the more W's they take in the future. As a mom, she's vibing, knowing her kid is basically the main character of the server. Haha, I knew it. I, Li Chongqing, have the face of an emperor. My son is a literal nascent soul straight out of the womb. Look at the rest of the world. Which kid is pulling off this level of hack-tier talent? Chongqing was laughing so hard his jaw was legit gonna break. Alright, calm down and go entertain the guests." Su Wanning giggled, then turned to me. "Son, you better protect your mommy, okay? In this house, besides your father, you're the only other nascent soul around." Changqing gave me a serious pep talk. The whole scene was honestly comedic gold. Who would have thought a dad would task a literal newborn with being the family bodyguard? But hey, I'm built for it, and I'm not just some second nascent soul, I'm the one and only Heavenly Emperor. After a few more words, Changqing finally dipped to go handle the guests. Any other father would have been camping by the bedside all day, but not this guy. I was worried the MC might not be used to strangers, but nah, Li Chongqing already knows the deal. Bro was literally sending telepathic messages while still in the womb. He's built different, definitely not your average NPC baby. Calling him a newborn is just straight up disrespectful at this point. Once the room finally went quiet, I hit my mom with that mental ping. I'm sleepy, about to catch some Z's." Su Wanning was looking at me like, hold up, something's sus. And fair enough, at the nascent soul realm, you don't actually need sleep to recharge, fam. You could stay awake for a whole month and still be fine, no cap. But she didn't say anything, just gave a soft smile. "Go ahead and sleep, baby," she said, so I closed my eyes and faked the nap. In reality, I was busy checking out the loot drops from the Hongmeng Gold board. The rewards actually hit my inventory the second I spawned in, but the system locked them away. Suddenly, a subspace opened up inside my head and the loot reveal was absolute fire. 3 chaos-grade artifacts just sitting there, waiting to be claimed. Plus, there was this little white tiger cub, fur, cute, and honestly a massive flex. I'm thinking, is this a pet? And the system immediately stat checks it. White tiger god beast infant stage, Mahayana realm already. Bro just spawned in at the end game level. That's the god beast diff for you. These ancient monsters aren't just built different, they're playing a different game entirely. The system even has an auto-analyze feature. That's low-key OP. Moving on, I locked in on those 3 chaos treasures. First one, a spear that looked absolutely demonic. The whole thing was wrapped in blood-red aura, giving off such an eerie vibe that it'd freeze your soul just looking at it. Solo Spear Chaos Grade Artifact, the system pinged. There's no mid-tier trash here. These are legendary artifacts, each with unique hacks. Each one is basically a cheat code. The Solo Spear specialty, it literally ignores your physical defense. It hits the soul directly, deletes your mental state, and consumes your spirit. The more kills it racks up, the more cracked it gets. It's an infinite scaling weapon. Plus, it comes with 3 custom skills. My reaction, yo, this is literal god-tier hacking. One poke with this thing and your physical body is just for show. You're getting deleted, period. Next up, I checked the second item, a tiny wooden gourd. It had a little vine wrapped around the top, looked kinda plain, honestly. Like something you'd find at a flea market, looking all unassuming. But don't sleep on it, its stats are actually goated. Heaven Swallowing Gourd, Chaos Grade Artifact. This thing can eat literally anything and refine it into the purest essence liquid. You can use that juice to buff your other gear to max level, absolute peak utility. Leveling up the physique? Say less. Refining bloodlines, refining literally anything. This is a total cheat code. My eyes literally lit up when I saw this. This item is absolutely cracked. Finally, I set my eyes on the third legendary treasure. It's this tiny black tower radiating dark energy and looking straight up demonic and cursed. Just pure unadulterated chaotic energy. The demon-suppressing tower, an absolute S-tier chaotic treasure. This tower can trap enemies, incinerate their souls, and turn their bodies into straight-up demon zombies. Once you're locked in, your cultivation level gets nerfed by 50% immediately. 3 chaos-tier treasures and every single one of them is low-key broken. These really are the top-tier flex items of this entire world. Since they aren't basic at all, I told the system to hand them over and I was hyped. I bet, the system replied. Immediately, the 3 chaos treasures and that baby white tiger popped out of the system inventory. And the second they spawned, the sky started bugging out, dark clouds rolling in, looking apocalyptic. Thunder flashing, lightning striking. I looked at this mess and was honestly speechless. Why is there a world-shaking event every single time I do something? It's standard procedure, the system explained. The inventory space was just buffering it. Now that they're out, the world has to react. Guess the whole Ha Kingdom is about to be in its feelings again. But honestly, I couldn't care less. I wasn't planning on keeping these a secret anyway. Flashback to 10 minutes ago at the Lai family estate where my birthday party was popping off. Li Chongqing really dropped the bag on this one. Thousands of banquet tables set up, inviting every major family and random commoner just to flex. Even the ruler of the Ha Kingdom got an invite. Today is a massive W for the Li family. I know some of y'all have beef with us, but keep the drama at the door for today. Just eat, drink, and vibe at this banquet. Li Chongqing announced to the crowd, and all the rival family heads were listening. Hearing that, they were literally grinding their teeth in frustration, but they had to hold that L and keep quiet. After all, the Li family just spawned a Kirin's son. Someone who's probably going to be even more of a menace than Chongqing. Those other families? They're finished. Since the head of the Li clan spoken, let's just sweep our beef under the rug, yeah? From now on, I'm going to need you to look out for us, big bro. One clan head raises his glass, simping hard. It's been years, man. We should let go of that grudge a long time ago. At the end of the day, we're all from the Xia Kingdom, right? One big happy family. He finishes his drink in one go to NPC energy. The other clan heads watch this and are literally turning purple. They're absolutely tilted. Look at this guy, smooth talking his way through everything. Bro really knows how to play the social game, huh? Since we can't touch the Li clan, you really think we can't fold your pathetic little family? Some of them are already plotting in the DMs, trying to figure out how to pack this guy up the second the banquet ends. For real, we don't even remember that old drama anymore. We're all family here, no cap. Exactly, who would ever dare to hold a grudge against the Li clan boss? It was just a massive misunderstanding, bro. Let's get this cheers. We're basically besties now. They're all clinking glasses and downing shots, but their internal rage levels are hitting the red zone. They're absolutely pressed. But they all know the truth. Their revenge arc just got cancelled permanently, ripped to their goals. Suddenly, a massive voice echoes through the hall. The sovereign has arrived. The whole venue starts shaking. Everyone is low-key losing their minds. They drop their chopsticks and glasses like they just saw a ghost. They all jump up, staring at the entrance with pure terror. Like, what, the sovereign actually pulled up in person? Li Chongqing actually has enough clout to pull the sovereign? That's main character energy right there. At this moment, everyone beefing with the Li family realizes they are officially cooked. No hope left. Their faces, looking like they just ate a bag of sour lemons. Li Chongqing is just a general, yet the sovereign shows up to his party personally? That tells you everything you need to know. Li Chongqing is definitely the sovereign's favorite. His social credit score is maxed out. If that's the case, how the heck are they supposed to get revenge now? The next second, a 5-meter-tall purple-furred lightning dragon lion with actual dragon horns struts in. That's a flex. There's a throne strapped to its back. Total Giga Chad move. Xiao Cheng'en is sitting there, looking cold and indifferent. He's not even trying, and his aura is making everyone's knees buckle. Talk about main character syndrome. Behind him, an elite squad of 100 soldiers in full combat armor riding war beasts. The squad is fully decked out. Peep the setup. The front line is rocking gold armor, and these dudes are all gold core cultivators. And the 90 silver-clad guys behind them, straight-up foundation establishment sweats. This is the king's elite bodyguard squad, literally the cream of the crop. And here they are, rolling up with the whole squad, completely unexpected. The crowd sees this and immediately hits the floor. Everyone is speedrunning an apology tour, bowing down to the king. Except for Li Chongqing. He's built different, literally has a get-out-of-bowing free card from the king himself. Stand up, Xiao Chengyun says, looking bored as hell. Only then do the NPCs dare to get off the floor. The Li family elders see the boss man show up in person and scramble over like they're trying to win a sprinting competition. They're glazing him so hard, bowing at literal 90-degree angles, acting like total fanboys. Your Majesty, you actually graced us with your presence. Please, sit. We saved you the VIP seat. Having the king himself show up at the Li Manor? We're basically peaking. This is the ultimate W for our family. The whole house is literally glowing just because you walked in. These elders are professional yappers, maxing out their charisma stats just to kiss up to the king. Xiao Chengyun just gives a tiny nod, hops off his purple electric dragon lion like a Giga Chad, and starts strolling forward. The elders are so shook they're scared to even breathe, only daring to look up once he's passed them by. Same energy for everyone else. Even Li Chongqing, the man himself, bows out of respect. Congrats, General Li, you just birthed a legendary prodigy. The Li family's future? Man, that's going to be absolutely cracked. Xiao Chungyun smiles, but let's be real, he's been plotting since he was back at the palace. The kid dropped some Heaven's Punishment vibes the second he was born, then just dipped and disappeared? Man, tell me that's not suspicious. This kid is straight up built different. He's definitely going to surpass Li Chongqing, maybe even go way beyond that. Secretly, Xiao Chengyun is feeling some type of way, he's salty as hell. His harem is stacked, but his own kisses, no real talent. Just basic average players. But Li Chongqing's firstborn is out here breaking the game mechanics? How can he not be jealous? Thanks for the hype, Your Majesty. Li Chongqing keeps it 100. He's never been one for that fake, cringeworthy small talk. For him, talk is cheap. He only cares about who's got the actual stats to back it up. Xiao Chengyun doesn't even trip over the cold response. He just smirks, so, mind showing me this prodigy of yours? Say less. If the king wants to see him, it's honestly a massive W for the kid. Li Chongqing scrambled to reply, low-key tripping over his words. He really didn't expect the state lord to be this down bad for his own grandson. Xiao Chengyun just nodded, straight up walking over to take the main seat. That was supposed to be Li Chongqing's spot, but the big boss is here now. You don't argue with the main character energy, you just move. Once the boss sat down, everyone else finally felt brave enough to sit their NPC selves down. Li Chongqing kept glancing at the door, eyes full of bruh, really disappointment. They're really not pulling up? Can't even show up to see their own grandson once. Talk about being cold. He's talking about Su Wanning's parents, the state lord and lady of the neighboring kingdom. He sent out the invites days ago. He thought they'd at least show up for the cloud of a newborn grandkid, but nah, they completely ghosted him. The banquet started, and everyone was trying to act like they were having a good time. Li Chongqing shook off the bad vibes and shouted a toast to kick things off, but the second he finished, the sky just straight up committed suicide, total darkness. Clouds rolling in like a glitch in the Matrix, the same legendary aura from earlier was back. Ain't no way. Is the universe really recycling the same cutscene? Everyone stopped mid-chew, forks frozen in the air. They looked up at the sky with that bruh, what is happening? Look on their faces. Even Xiao Chengyun looked like he just saw his crypto wallet hit zero, he was shook. Like, what is actually going on today? Why is this omen dropping like a recurring season finale? I thought we were done with this arc already? Li Chongqing's heart dropped into his stomach, instinct telling him to book it back to the mansion, but just then some random elder popped off with a hot take. Wait, this isn't a heavenly punishment, this is a top-tier treasure pulling up to the chat. And it's coming from the clan head's mansion. Is Li Xinglan rocking some kind of birthright broken tier item? But why is it spawning now, though? Shouldn't it have been equipped the moment he logged into the server? Maybe the item is just too cracked for the early game. The sky is literally screaming, clouds are splitting open, and there's a massive hole in the heavens. Seven-colored godlight is pouring down like a laser show. It's shining across the entire nation, the graphics are insane. Everyone is staring up with their jaws on the floor, absolutely speechless. Suddenly, holographic avatars of gods and demons appear, holding legendary weapons, just vibing in the sky. They're lining up on both sides, radiating main character energy like they're waiting to welcome a VIP. With an entrance this extra, it's gotta be either a Supreme Saint body being born, some game-breaking legendary gear dropping, or a straight-up deity manifesting in 4K. Looking at those god-tier projections covering the sky, everyone is shook to their core, dying to know what kind of entity is about to step out. Everyone's sweating, wondering what's coming out of the void. Suddenly, a roar that vibrates your very soul echoes from the hole. Everyone felt that in their chest. The whole crowd is trembling. Their brains are buzzing, and right on cue, a massive shadow starts emerging from the crack. Everyone's heart drops into their stomach. It's happening. Is this actually a divine beast coming down to flex on us? But wait, the next second, this tiny white fox cub the size of a kitten hops out of the portal. It's all fluffy with these tiny, barely visible baby fangs. It looks straight up clueless, zero god-tier aura, not looking like a legendary beast at all. If anything, it looks like a chubby house cat that needs a nap. It just prances down to the ground and makes a beeline straight for the clan leader's manor. Like, is this really the divine beast? Bruh, this thing is literally a cat. It has zero aura. Nada. Did it hide its stats on purpose? Or is our scaling just so mid that we can't even read its power level? Maybe it's just so built different that everyone here is too much of a fraud to even comprehend its strength. Or in Hear Me Out, it actually has no power at all. But that's impossible, right? I mean, it's a divine beast born from the heavens, fam. Turns out it's the personal guardian beast meant for the clan leader's son. The Leaf family clan is pulling up to see what's good. Suddenly, the whole crowd can't sit still anymore. They're all rushing toward Li Chongqing's mansion like NPCs chasing a quest marker. Li Chongqing's speed is goated though, he's already at his front door in like 3 steps. Ayo, chill, this is my crib. You guys just storming in like that? That's mad disrespectful, frat. Li Chongqing gives them a cold, icy glare that says, don't make me catch a body today. That look had them pausing mid-sprint, feeling awkward as hell. Some are rubbing their necks, some are scratching their heads. Nobody has the audacity to take another step forward. Real talk, this is Li Chongqing's turf and nobody wants to be the one to get clapped if he loses his cool. Look, clan leader Lee, we're just curious. Can we get a sneak peek at your son? A prodigy like that? The heavens themselves were salty enough to get jealous. Bro literally spawned in with a legendary spirit beast pet. That's insane. We haven't seen anything this rare in the entire Xuanchen immortal realm. We swear, no bad vibes here. We just want to feast our eyes and level up our knowledge a bit, you feel me? Li Chongqing is hearing all this cap and just finds them annoying. He's about to tell them to scram, but then a voice cuts through the noise. Chongqing, you busy fam? Oh snap, it's the Kingdom Lord Xiao Chengyan. Hearing that voice, the crowd instantly parts ways like the Red Sea. Xiao Chengyan walks out slow, hands behind his back, looking like the ultimate Giga Chad. Li Chongqing is low-key shook that the Lord is addressing him so casually. He's feeling totally caught off guard by the VIP treatment. Lord, please, I can't be taking such honors. You're gonna make me blush. He bows fast as hell. Lord, if you really want to see, I'll go grab the baby right now. No need. I've already brought him out. The whole crowd goes silent. Everyone is literally jaw-dropped. The next second, the room door slowly creaks open. It's Su Wanning carrying the baby out. Li Chongqing is stunned and rushes over to her. He notices her face is glowing, skin looking radiant as ever. She doesn't even look like she just finished a birth-giving side quest. She's built different. He rushes over to support her, acting like the ultimate wife guy. The elders and their wives standing nearby are staring, absolutely baffled. She just gave birth and she looks this good? Okay, that's actually cracked. Is Su Wanning hiding some secret S-tier physique or what? Greetings, your majesty. Please excuse Su Wanning. The kid's a bit too tiny to be kneeling around, so he's gonna have to pass on that. Nah, you're good. Xiao Chengyan let out a salty laugh, his eyes locking onto me like a laser. Bro was checking my stats, thinking, this kid's actually looking kinda cracked. All white and squishy looking, but the weird part? He couldn't sense a single drop of cultivation energy on me. I looked like a basic NPC, so he was spiraling. If I'm a total zero, why did I just trigger a heavenly tribulation? Is it really just because I share the same name as the Heavenly Emperor? Thinking that, Xiao Chengyan let out a massive sigh of relief. His biggest fear was that the Li family father-son duo were total monsters destined to clap his throne and take over the world. And that divine beast from earlier, was that your son's doing too? Xiao Chengyan pivoted his gaze to Su Wanning. He clearly saw a white tiger slide into the room, but now, the thing's literally ghosted. Facts. Su Wanning just nodded, and the second she finished, a flash of white light zipped out of my dantian and hit the floor. That adorable baby white tiger popped back up, looking clueless as ever. Xiao Chengyan immediately tried to scan it with his divine sense, but no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't see the beast's level. Bro's brows furrowed, he was stressing hard. If you can't scan it, there's only two vibes. Either it's a total fraud and weak as a fly, or it's so cracked that he's not even on its radar. But it's a divine beast, so no way it's got zero stats. So the only explanation left? This thing is way higher than him, transformation stage, tribulation, maybe even ascension level? The theories were running wild in his head and you could see his face go pale. If this pet is actually that broken, the Li family is about to go from zero to hero overnight. Hell with this beast, Li Chongqing could probably yoink the crown right off his head. Seeing Xiao Chengyan acting all sus, Su Wanning instinctively took a step back. Xiao Chengyan snapped out of it, realizing he almost gave away his inner thoughts. He forced a laugh. Your son definitely inherited the best genes from you two. He's looking like a total gigachad already. Appreciate the cap, your majesty. Su Wanning played along, but right on cue, a massive clap. Everyone stood there like NPCs, completely stunned. Like, what is actually happening? The server events aren't over yet? Is there more loot about to drop? Suddenly, a blinding red flash shot out from the lake. That speed was cracked. Literally nobody could track it. Once it finally stopped in front of everyone, we finally caught the specs. It was a spear. The whole body was glowing red, wrapped in some cursed-looking black and red mist. The aura coming off this thing was so terrifying it had everyone shaking in their boots. Like, what tier is this weapon? Is it even legal? The energy levels are way too high. Wait, does this kid really have not only a mythical beast companion but also a cheat code tier weapon from birth? The soul-devouring spear started vibrating like crazy, and with everyone watching, it turned into a streak of red light. It went straight for my dantian and just phased right inside. At this point, the whole crowd was like, yeah, this is confirmed. That spear is officially my day one signature weapon. But hold up, the event isn't even over yet. The sky is still bugging out. 2 more beams of light descended from the heavens, moving faster than a speedrunner on a caffeine rush. They landed in front of everyone, and boom, it's a gourd and a mini tower. These items were radiating such massive energy that just by floating there, they had everyone scared to even breathe. Then both items turned into red streaks and dived straight into my dantian. In the span of like 5 seconds, I just collected 3 top-tier legendary weapons and a mythical beast. The whole crowd was just straight up glitching out. If this kid actually grows up, what's left for the rest of us? He's going to be the main antagonist of the entire server. If the big-name sects and Holy Lands hear about this, they're gonna pull up, go full aggro, and try to snatch him. This is way too OP, it's actually ridiculous. The energy coming off these 3 items is just built different. I'm thinking these gotta be heaven-tier treasures, minnow cap. Could they be chaos-tier treasures? Honestly, that's what I'm thinking too. I haven't seen a real chaos treasure, but honestly, if this is the heavenly Dao drip, it shouldn't be this terrifying. Everyone's looking at me with that toxic mix of jealousy and pure he's him envy. The parents out there are straight up tweaking, wondering, How did they make a baby like that? I dropped into the server equipped with a divine beast and legendary loot right at level 1. Meanwhile, their kids are basic NPCs with 0 stats. Bro, they're starting to spiral. They're actually theorizing if I'm related to the Heavenly Emperor just because we share a name. Main character energy far. Not that they'll ever figure it out. Look, let's be real. Li Chongqing and Suwaning's stats aren't even meta. But somehow they birthed an absolute monster like me. The Li family elders, they're sweating bullets. Seeing me flex my divine beast and 3 legendary items, their faces just did a 180. They're like, the young master competition in 3 years? Nah, this kid's a threat. Delete him from the server ASAP. Just as everyone's plotting, a sudden roar shatters the vibe. In a blink, some clown teleports right in front of Suwaning. A sharp blade comes swinging straight from my dome, sparks flying everywhere. Li Chongqing instantly pulls out his sword and parries that weak-ass attack. Chen Xuan's, you're speedrunning your funeral. Li Chongqing screams, turns out the attacker is the head of the Chen family. Chen Xuan's and the Li family have been beefing for years. He's got a massive grudge against Chang Qing. Back in the day, Chang Qing dragged him in public, and the fraud's been holding that L ever since. Once the assassination fails, Chen Xuan's drops the act, and the whole vibe shifts from party to war zone. Time to die, Chongqing. You really thought we came here for a baby shower? Today is the Li family's funeral. A monster like this kid can't see tomorrow. If we let him grow up, we're all cooked. For the sake of our own lineages, he's gotta go. Every family head drops the fake smiles, whips out their weapons, and charges at the 3 of us with pure bloodlust. The guests are shook. Nobody saw this backstab coming. They showed up for the free food, but it was a trap to wipe out the Li family's next gen. One of our elders yells out, "Defend the young master." Even though we usually hate each other's guts, there's no time for internal beef when it's survival mode. If Li Chongqing's line falls, it's game over for everyone. The entire Li clan is getting wiped off the map, and once that happens, all these thirsty neighboring clans are gonna swoop in and feast on the leftovers like vultures. The other elders are panicking, immediately telling their wives and kids to bail out of there. They charge in one by one, but Xiao Chengyun, bro, is standing in the crowd, slowly moonwalking backward. Man is definitely not trying to catch these hands. If Li Chongqing and I both kick the bucket today, honestly, that's the best case scenario for him. He can just sweep in later, mop up the remaining clans, and silence everyone involved. Boom, no witnesses, no problems. Oh, so this was the play all along? Do you really think Li Chongqing is just some easy NPC you can bully? Li Chongqing's voice goes ice cold. The next split second, his aura explodes like a literal nuke. Half-step spirit severing realm, that energy is sweeping across the entire arena, and everyone's face just dropped into the negatives. Half-step spirit severing? When did you even rank up? I thought you were just peak nascent soul. Run. Wait, why are we running? We've got the numbers, we can still jump him. Xiao Chengyun feels that pressure from a distance, his pupils shrinking like he just saw his bank account hit 0. He's clenching his fists, jaw hitting the floor. Li Chongqing was hiding his true power this whole time? That's some major main character energy. If not for today, he would have lived his whole life oblivious. There's no way he's letting Li Chongqing survive this. And that kid, thinking that, Xiao Chengyun waves his hand, grabs his elite squad, and just ghosts the scene entirely. Everyone else sees him bail and starts catching major FOMO. Wait, the Nation Lord isn't helping? Did he just straight up abandon Li Chongqing? Li Chongqing sees the man turning his back and his eyes dim. He's actually disappointed. He didn't think the Nation Lord would be this petty.